Aren't y'all tired of these clout-chasing, no chemistry having, over-the-hill gatekeeping radio podcast hosts who just provide no culturally concise commentary? We actually got something for that.
This is Touchdowns and Tangents, your weekly spot for NFL takes, topical tangents, and context for the culture. So tune in, because you never know if you're going to get a take, a tangent, but either way, it's a touchdown.
These work? Oh.
Got the most important one. The trap beat. Goated, but that's scary. Can you not do that? Bro. We shitting on y'all. We shitting on ops. That's just white noise.
So much more I wanted to add, but I didn't.
All right, man. Anyways.
Yeah. Oh, you think I wore this Boise State t-shirt?
Damn, that's true. I didn't
It's
realize
so
that.
hard. Should I
realize
even
that.
drop my hot take?
Damn, you didn't even put that on the rundown, Nikki. Fuck, that's fucked up.
Put what in the rundown?
It's so
My cousin's the first coach to get fired in Boise State history.
Because he's Mexican?
Okay.
No, I was gonna put it, but I didn't want to put all this college stuff because I knew you'd get
Brian
pissed
Harsin
off.
didn't even get fired. He should have been fired.
There was like 4 more college points I was gonna put on, including that one. But I was like, oh, I don't want to like.
Let's just be
I don't wanna
honest.
Make Pete want to kill himself.
I mean,
All right.
college football is a huge deal.
You don't have to worry about that. There are plenty of other reasons.
You're gonna fall asleep. All right.
So real.
No, we're in unison on the Oklahoma
This is like
thing.
30. That would just be like my 33rd through 37th reason. Like,
Yeah, the 13 through 30.
37. I'm on like 22 right now.
I stopped counting.
You're only 23.
You're only.
Fuck, we did actually go close to our age number. That's kind of weird.
You are not 37. What are you talking about?
I'm on like 102.
All right. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, this is Touchdowns and Tangents, live from the Pirate Studios in West Adams. I'm PD
Just give away our
Camarillo.
location. I'm Kenneth Berry, and I got pump faked on the intro.
This is your Thursday night spot for NFL takes, topical tangents, and concise commentary for the culture. We got the producer in the house.
Howdy.
Gig'em.
Ooh.
Gig'em?
Ooh.
It's thanks and gigging.
Wait, why is it thanks and Gig'em?
Because it's like a kind of.
Shouldn't it be Gig'em, thank you?
Shouldn't it be
No.
thanks and hook 'em?
Die.
Yeah, I was like, they barely beat TCU. Let's relax. They might lose to Iowa State. Which, honestly,
I was
Iowa
like,
State
nah,
wins
dude.
out. They could somehow get in the Big 12 title game. I don't understand that shit.
No, they're gonna blow Iowa State out.
Imagine they don't.
They're gonna
though.
double their score.
Imagine they don't. No, but just lean into the chaos for a second. How funny would that be?
Let's
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Sometimes you can hate it. You can feed on the what if sometimes.
Well,
Shout
yeah.
out to What If Season 2.
On a somber note, we got to shout out DJ Hayden, former Raiders first round pick,
Several of his former teammates at Houston.
died in a car accident tragically on Saturday. So, RIP to him. Prayers to their families. Shit's sad.
We talked a lot of shit and got a lot of jokes off about DJ Hayden, but like the man survived his literally a torn heart valve
I was about to say, didn't
And
he
should have
already survive
died.
Something like horrible?
and still became a first round pick and lasted 9 years in the league.
Damn,
That's
he
a
was in the league
success.
9 years?
What happened with that? He like hit another teammate.
He ran into a teammate and like fucking busted a heart valve
Ugh.
and was like minutes away from dying. And barely got to the hospital in time.
The original Lamar Hamlin.
Shit. Pretty much.
Dude.
And still ran a 4.33 at his pro day. Crazy work.
On borrowed time. Huh?
Started the trend for Houston quarterbacks getting taken very highly. Yeah, man. Like, we crack jokes and shit about some of these athletes, but it's not funny when people die like that. Dying in a car accident is really fucking awful. Salutations to his family. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
And the 5 others, unfortunately, that died as well.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so on to the topic of Thursday Night Football.
Bengals Ravens. Joe Burrow left early. Fucked up my parlay.
Wrist injury.
Mark
Ravens.
Andrews also left early. Fucked up a lot of people's parlays because he was a Taco Tuesday for Prize Picks. So Prize Picks made bread off him getting injured. It's kind of fucked up.
And Ravens won 34-20.
They did?
Yeah, the Ravens won 34-20.
Did Lamar score twice?
He got 24 fantasy points.
Depends on what league you're in.
He probably got more than that then. Because I'm in a lower end league. The one I was referring to with him.
Yeah, he got 24, 25, and 21.
One.
Yeah.
I know how that math happened.
I don't even.
Hard to keep track when my teams have time. I have to switch between all these apps.
I've made a pack that I don't check until like 3:30.
Oh, he had 27 points.
Well,
because it's too much of a roller coaster for me.
The manager of the ESPN league, he needs to approve my request for a new kicker because I currently have 0 kicker in.
Wait, why
so
does
you
he
traded?
need to approve
You
it?
traded a kicker?
Huh?
Why does he need to approve it?
Doesn't the commissioner need to approve the thing?
Waivers?
The
No.
drop?
Waiver wires are natural.
I picked up someone and dropped someone else.
Yeah, no, you'll be good by Saturday. Usually takes 2 days.
Yeah, the waiver is on its own.
You haven't done waivers this whole season?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
So what do you?
Yeah. So what do you mean? Why
Trying
would
to
you need to
trade
approve
kickers? That's gross.
I asked. I made the request.
Into
on
the
Monday.
mic, please.
I made
it?
the
Oh, and it
request
didn't go
on-
through.
I'm fucking with you.
You
And
probably
then
didn't get it.
I came in. I tried again today, and it was like a pending request such as this already exists.
You can check where you're at on the waiver.
Do you have someone on IR?
Not anymore. I did, but not anymore. It might be. a
That's
glitch or
weird. I don't
something.
know. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm number 1 in that league, by the way.
Are you?
I am.
You weren't like 2 weeks ago.
like 7-3 or some shit.
I don't even be looking at the
Like
top.
2 weeks ago, I was tied for first.
I don't
I've
even,
given
I
up
don't
in
even-
two
I don't
leagues.
even look at the top. I just
Nah.
look at the bottom.
I don't know. You and Aaron
I
Barry
just look at the bottom. I look at
You and
the
Aaron
bottom
Barry
4 teams.
are
Like-
3-7.
and you're 4-6 and not going to make the playoffs because of the division.
I'm still.
that
That hurts. That hurts. Touche.
I even
you
told
fuck
Barry,
bitch.
I was like, honestly, I think the divisions are bullshit. We should get rid of them. But it fucks over Kenny, so I'm in.
Racism. Racism.
You should have cried wolf earlier, bro.
I didn't even know we were doing that stupid division shit.
No,
Still,
I was actually looking at the.
it's dumb.
You know when you go to the brackets and you can see the points scored.
I could still get a fucking 2 seed, bro. That's so crazy.
So yeah, this is invalid. This whole thing is invalid.
It's a $20 league, bro. Grow up.
It's invalid. Fuck
Grow
that.
up. It's a
Your-
$20
I want my money
league.
back.
Your team has scored over 1,400 points in that, but you're 4-6.
Mine barely has like 1,000.
Exactly. It's fucking
you
ridiculous.
have 1,277.
Oh, do I?
I've curb stomped people in this league, and I'm like,
1,277 is the lowest in the league, though.
Yeah. Well, it is a fucking 8-man league.
I'm just like, this is not fair.
Yeah.
And they changed.
But to
my
be
football
fair,
player.
I mean, I lost Cub and I fucking just got Taylor back like last week.
I'm still waiting on Jefferson.
Like Taylor just finally did something. Like,
Dude, I got some crazy ass matchups happening this week for me though. Me in 3 of my leagues, I'm either 1 or 2, and I'm playing the other one. Like so, in this one I'm 1, I'm playing 2. In another league I'm 2 and I'm playing 1. Like I have some like Super Bowl-esque matchups happening on my slate right now.
I just wish we would get rid of divisions because they're really fucking stupid.
And hopefully,
Even in years I've won, I think divisions are stupid in fantasy football.
that kicker clears.
Treat it like the
and
Mountain
we're good.
West. Top 2 teams go.
Ooh, it's John Harbaugh says that Mark Andrews likely suffered a season-ending injury.
the only league I have a fucking tight end. Every other, in 3 of my leagues, I flex a tight end. One league I have Mark Andrews, and he was an auto pick. I didn't even fucking pick him, and now he's done. And I think that's the league I have fucking Nick Chubb in already. So I'm dead in that league already. I was already 3-7 on the way out.
The universe doesn't play
Oof.
craps.
See, though, if I had Nick Chubb, I'd be straight in that league. But
Yeah, I
he
got
fucked me up,
I got
bro.
thrown forward, so.
So I think the moral of the story is, man,
I'm 3-8 in the league.
running
where my
backs should go fucking top 5, bro.
quarterbacks need
Just
to
running backs. Like, fuck it.
What do you think I did this year, bro?
That's my
Because
ESPN
running back's
league.
disgusting.
I caught the
My
worst
ESPN league's
matchups.
Super heavy on running back.
Running backs is disgusting.
I caught the
You
worst.
can find random ass receivers that will give you a fucking
Like 10,
12,
points.
15.
15.
Yeah.
D-Lane goes off.
Yeah, but finding a
Adams-
running back to give you 8 is like fucking ridiculous this year. Like, Jesus.
I'm just like,
I don't know,
Ford
man.
out here giving me 12 a game.
Mixon got me 21.
I know. Where the fuck was this last year,
And
dude?
Gus
I had him in
Edwards.
2 leagues last year. He fucked me.
I passed it.
I blacklisted him. I blacklisted him this year.
That's what you
Just
get.
like I might blacklist Jamar next year. That's not his fault.
I almost didn't draft Connor this year, actually. 'Cause
James Conner.
he wasn't, I don't know. But I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll take a chance. Same thing with Keenan Allen. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I'm out on Keenan.
I'm
he
mad
got
I-
blacklisted like 5
What do you
years
mean
ago.
out on
Yeah.
him? He's like the
I know.
He
he's
cost
balling.
me a league
Yeah,
title.
he's balling.
He's
I
like
know
the
he's
number one
balling.
fantasy receiver.
I know
He
he's
cost me a
balling.
league title, and now he's balling out of fucking control.
Both Devontaes are getting blacklisted next year.
Yeah.
I don't care if.
I mean,
if-
Adams is.
I don't
Hey,
care.
I'm taking A.J. Brown.
Adams' lack of production isn't really his fault, though.
Neither's Devontae Smith.
Okay,
He's
but
just not
if
throwing him
there's,
the ball.
I wouldn't say that to black.
Listen, man. If Randy Moss or T.O. had a kid and their name was Devontae, I'm not drafting him, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it just is what it is
Devontae
now.
Owens.
Yeah.
He might be a fire running back, though.
For 2 years and then
Alright.
be out the league.
Or an elite corner.
Have 2,000-yard rushing seasons and then be in the CFL in year 4 and 5. Like,
And if he was Jerome Harrison, would you be okay with that?
sure.
Jerome Harrison was nice in fantasy. Just never
Yeah,
For
I
like
had-
4 weeks.
I picked the Bengals and pick 'em. I just remembered that. Damn.
All right.
Anyway, moving on.
Sucks.
Week 10 highlights. The Browns won off a field goal against the Ravens. The Bills beat themselves in Monday Night Football, as they usually do.
Against the
Ken
Donkeys.
Dorsey got fired. Praise from my boss, Miami guy, and also Bills fan, Stan. Texans edge past the Bengals,
Probably
who
shouldn't
also
say
lost
edge.
tonight.
Probably shouldn't say edge.
You see, though?
You-
This is what
see-
we were literally just talking about. We were literally just talking about.
But
Okay,
technically,
to
if
be
you
fair-
understood my reference,
Yeah.
you're nasty too.
Okay, to be fair, you did pause after Edge a little too long.
See what I mean? See
Because
what I
I couldn't
mean?
read it. I'm fucking tired.
No, you just can't read. Like Mayweather could teach you a phonics class. I'm just saying.
No, actually, it's because I can't see. I actually read really
So you
well.
might have diabetes.
I actually read really well. I've actually been reading
He's-
at a 12th grade level since like 3rd grade, bro.
I mean, I was reading at a 12th grade level in the 1st grade, but like,
I would hope.
Yeah,
so.
still-
so I don't know what
you're
happened.
st-
I ain't never seen you even touch a book. I've seen you with more women than I've seen you with a book, and I haven't seen you with either.
cap. That's cap. That's just a funny joke, but that's cap. Like that's a funny joke, and we're gonna fight in the parking lot. But bitch, don't tell me I can't read.
We can go to the group chat, bro. I didn't say you can't read. I'm just saying I ain't never seen you with a fucking book, bro. I done seen you at a library. I ain't seen you with a book.
You
though.
see me in the library reading books. What are you fucking
I've
talking?
seen you-
We went to college together, stupid.
And I never saw you reading a book. I'm just saying, I've seen you at the library. I saw you there kicking it, killing time, using the computers, using the fucking materials. Yeah, sure. But did I ever see you with a book? No.
I got a diploma just like you, dumbass.
So I'm just saying, I ain't never seen you with a book.
I got a diploma just like you. So
Yeah, and our diploma's in writing at an 8th grade level. Congrats.
and what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bro,
That
I'm
just-
I'm
that doesn't
honestly
make any
I'm the
fucking
same
sense.
exact way when people question my reading or writing skills. I'm
He
the
can't
same way. I
enunciate.
get so crazy to
Yeah, I can't talk. No one's arguing
That's
that.
why I was just fucking.
I'm
with
not
you.
winning any syntax, spelling bees, or enunciation contests. We can all agree on that.
I want to.
That's why the Mayweather joke is funny.
But no, when people question my writing or my
just got
or
it.
my reading skills, I get extremely defensive.
Yeah, man.
'Cause I know that's my greatest strength.
I got banners from
It's my
kindergarten and 2nd grade.
Yeah, I'm in the Hall of Fame and shit.
It's like your 8th grade Lakers title.
Actually,
have
I was
published
11.
works
It was
in the
like
Library of Congress,
Sixth
actually. So.
grade. I mean, yeah, boss. Good shit.
So clearly, I'm a good writer.
I want a fucking writing contest about Wild of America on 9/11.
All right, anyways, moving on.
Super clout.
Week 11, some matchups Nikki's highlighted. Bucs at Niners. I didn't get anyone in my parlay in that because I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like Baker's probably going to be throwing a lot.
I have the Bucs in that pick 'em.
I feel like Baker's going to be throwing a lot, but he also might take a lot of sacks. So I don't know how that's
Baker
gonna
is
turn out.
officially in
He's-
Jameis
he's-
Winston territory.
However, I will say that I feel like Baker is a pretty effective scrambler.
Yeah, but against that D-line, that's just different.
His scrambling has been exceptional this season.
That's a whole different beast.
Different
Yeah.
animal, same beast.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have them. I picked them to win, so we'll see.
Seahawks, Rams. Seahawks lost week 1. Rams are kind of ass right now. And Titans, Jags, which honestly, all 3 of those games are kind of trash. Like that's what we got to look for.
Those are the best ones. Like there were other close matchups, but it was like really both like ass teams. So.
Raiders, Dolphins.
I almost put it, but I didn't.
Nah,
I
Raiders
got
might get around.
I got Raiders losing by.
I
got
Raiders. No, I picked Raiders in that game.
Wow,
Upset.
I don't know. Every time you pick us, we lose. So
no, you only lost once when I picked you.
All right, fair enough.
It was the Chargers game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got them losing by at least 10.
Yeah, I got them.
They can't score 35 points in a game.
All right, real quick injury recap. The Cleveland Browns say goodbye to Deshaun Watson for the season.
Broken bone in the shoulder.
He's played in 12 games and is guaranteed $257 million and still has like 2 years left on that deal that they can't move. And they gave up 5 first-round picks for him.
He was playing better though.
Bro got away with.
He had a game and a half.
He got away with such a.
He got hurt against the Ravens. Like that shoulder, he was fully healthy.
So he didn't even come back. So he didn't even get a full game.
As they said, he was fully healthy coming into the game. He got that broken shoulder shit during the Ravens game.
Bro, that shit was criminal. How he got away with all that money.
Hey, we can't sit up here and say Cat stole money and then get mad when they don't get paid.
Highway robbery, bro.
Hey man, he got paid. Oh well.
It's almost Brock Osweiler level.
Osweiler was fucking.
Low key.
Osweiler was useless.
Bro, he's made.
Don't compare Deshaun Watson. To
bro, he's made $100 million for 13 games, bro.
So
12 games.
So
that's fucking ridiculous.
Hey, are the Browns in playoff contention? Yes.
Not because of him. In spite of him.
Actually, no.
In spite of him, bro.
They were 3-1 when he played. I'm just saying.
Ooh, we get the Watson.
Well, they 3-1, huh?
I mean, well,
how are they 3-1? He's played in 6 games.
I said the past couple.
Come on, NFL Network. What are we telling you about putting out stats, bro? Stats are not your thing, all right?
No.
Stop trying to make them your thing. They're not your thing.
I said the past couple of games, he's 3-1.
What do you mean? He just came back the last 2 games. How is he 3-1?
Okay, take out the injuries. The last games he played in, they were fucking winning them.
Still not really good stats.
He had a hand in them winning this game.
So I would hope. I mean, he's the quarterback. I would hope so.
He's literally snapping the ball, bro.
Like, who the fuck else are they going to take? I mean...
Bro, Deshaun Watson is trash.
No, he got over. No. I don't
want to say trash.
He got over.
I don't want to say
Let's
trash.
not act like
I want to
he
say
didn't
mid.
get over.
I want to say mid at best. I don't want to say trash.
Who's...
Bro, at one point, he had the worst... Those first 2 games, he had like the worst QBR in the whole league.
He did have quite the absence.
Would you rather be Aaron Rodgers on the Jets?
It was like him and Jimmy G going back and forth between who was more trash, bro.
That's nasty work. Who would you rather be right now, Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson, though?
Who would I rather have what?
Who would you rather be right now, Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers?
I'd rather be Kevin Dobbs.
No, you only get one of those 2.
I'd rather be Dobbs. They had Dobbs, bro. They literally had Dobbs.
Who the fuck is Kevin Dobbs?
Whatever, Dobbs. Josh Dobbs, whatever. He looks like a Kevin, bro.
No, he's not a Kevin.
He looks like a Kevin.
Not a Kevin.
He looks like, I don't know, maybe Darren.
A Gerald.
He does not look like a fucking Gerald, bro.
I know some bald, light-skinned dudes named Gerald.
Does he have, like, alopecia or something?
Wow. Are you thinking of Charlie Villanueva?
Who? No. I don't.
Not alopecia. Literally, like, it looks just like Josh Dobbs.
Not every black alopecia person.
No, like, it's scary how much they kind of look like in the face.
Have you seen the guy that's really famous on social media? The Huevos guy? Famous for he's like a comedian.
Wait, the Tenn is reopening?
He kind of looks a lot like Josh Dobbs. Who?
The Tenn's reopening?
What? I thought it was supposed to take a month.
What the fuck?
They said it was supposed to be finished by Christmas.
3 to 5 weeks.
Let me check these.
Please, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and the Father, Son, Ghost, and Holy Spirit, please.
Saying that bridge was looking kind of dilapidated. That shit was looking kind of Avengers Endgame.
All right, you guys talk about college football while I figure this shit out.
For the shit that really matters, the real heartbeat of the show.
It is. It's opening next week. Yeah, ABC 7 confirmed. KTLA confirmed.
Oh shit!
God did.
God did.
What in the gaslight? What?
They told me it wasn't gonna get
I definitely took the over. I'm glad I didn't pick because I really took the over.
about to start riding the train to work. Is how.
That's not actually that
That's
bad.
not that bad, actually.
Yeah, Dave. If you spend over $5
Isn't
in a day,
isn't
you
it
oughta-
like one straight train or
Oh,
two?
I have the poor people pass too, so it doesn't like.
Whoa! No. Now I feel fucking offended.
Yeah, that is pretty offensive.
That's hella
I'm
offensive.
offended. I don't even take the bus.
I got 2 bus passes in my
I
backpack
have
right
the
now.
bus because I'm poor, so I'm one.
You
of
just
the-
said you weren't poor 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
now
so
which-
hey,
No,
you
I-
talking big
which
shit in
side,
the
which
group
side of the
chat.
fence is it now?
I
Which side of the fence
I
is it
can't get the
now?
pass
You
unless
feeling
I
like a
post.
Karen? No, you can't.
Yeah.
You talking about the
sound
life?
like
You talking about the life program?
No, I'm talking about the metro.
You can get a fucking bus
When I
pass
said, when
for
I said,
$1
I
anywhere.
said train, not bus. I said train.
I mean, Metro is all the same shit now.
So,
Yeah, it's literally all the
so
same
there's a
shit.
pass if you're lower income and you can prove it. They
The
give
life
you-
program.
No, it's something else. It's called something. It's like I don't know what it's called, but it's a card and they preload it with some free passes, and then
20.
and then after that you get an extremely discounted version.
Yeah, it's like the literal life program. Like I did that. Like I literally
It's called
did.
something else now.
Well,
Anyways, how am I making
I
fun
know-
of the pass if I'm in the bracket for the pass?
You just said poor people first
Because
off.
you just went up the bracket.
Because I'm poor.
Because rich people use that shit too. You got like rich people don't catch fucking public transportation.
But isn't it just one train from your house?
No, unfortunately the closest train to my house is almost a mile away.
So it's a bus and a train.
I don't know where the nearest bus stop is. I haven't quite worked it out yet.
It can't be that far.
I was gonna do it after Thanksgiving break, but now that you're telling me it's gonna be finished in a week, then it's like
It might still be better.
always good to have a
'Cause it's not going to
backup.
be. It's not going to be full strength. I imagine. It'll probably be 2 lanes.
dude, my commute.
But that would still make a huge difference.
My commute home
that would make
is
a huge difference.
if you know where USC is, right?
No, I don't.
My commute.
No idea.
Never been there.
I'm a brokey.
Yeah, I don't go north of the 10.
I cover USC, but I don't know where USC actually is.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I didn't cover the Lakers for 2 years.
I didn't know where
Downtown every
MLK
day.
and Menlo is.
hey,
I have
the
no idea.
Lakers for 2 years. That's 4.5 miles away from USC Stadium, but whatever. Go
It's
off.
Stadium.
literally passing it.
It's
Don't you mean
4.5
Coliseum?
miles
It's literally
away.
passing
Don't you
it.
mean
It's 4.5
Coliseum?
miles
It's
away.
literally passing it from where I'm coming. Though.
It's
But
Coliseum,
4.5 miles
though.
away.
But I'm
I
just
don't-
saying, it's literally passing it.
4.5
from where I'm
miles
coming.
is a lifetime in LA.
And it's
Fuck.
Coliseum. Not really.
It's the same
Anyway.
freeways.
Anyway,
I mean, Hawthorne.
going from the Skid Row area, okay,
Oh,
to where
damn.
I live.
Poor people, Skid Row. I see what you're getting at.
Dang, the Texan really just tried to tell me how far 4.5 miles.
The
is from
elitism.
downtown LA.
The elitism from an
Jesus.
out of towner. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Bro,
You said you stunned on us, called us
Yeah,
broke.
fuck.
Don't use
That's
the life
wild.
program, and then said
We don't know downtown LA. That's just wild.
that's not what I
man.
said.
we don't. I mean, it's what you implied.
You said that
Everyone heard it.
you
The
said-
streets heard you say it.
So is me saying that the Coliseum is next to Skid Row? Is that somehow offensive to you? Just ask.
Yeah, because I mean, Skid Row's not.
So
really,
objectively speaking, is it
Yeah.
not next to Skid Row?
it's not really next to Skid
No,
Row.
it's not.
It
It's
is.
not.
It
No,
entirely is.
in a
No, it's
car.
not.
It's less than half a mile away.
What?
It's like 10 minute,
Bro,
10 to
Skid
15
Row-
minute
Skid
drive.
Row's on the other side of downtown.
You're thinking East LA.
Hey, it's
You're thinking facing East
Skid
LA.
Row's on the north side by like the art district.
Yeah.
Like, like little Tokyo. It's like
Once you get away from like Staples Center,
I'm in the community. 2 seconds later, I'm at the Coliseum. So
I mean, we've been in the community
But do you know,
for over a decade.
like Skid Row's actually a district. Like it's
I-
actually
Yeah. It's not just
I know
Skid
that.
Row.
yeah.
I know that.
So it's not that close. It's like on the other side of.
You're just seeing
Fucking everything.
spillover from Skid Row.
That's what I literally just. I said that like 2 seconds ago.
But
Oh,
it's
no, I
not
didn't hear
Skid Row.
I literally just said that. I just
No, I
said
didn't
that.
hear
I
that.
just said the community's expanded, quote unquote.
Yeah, but the origin of the community, nah. See,
That's different. That's just
that's-
homeless people.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's
That's,
like
just
saying-
transients.
easy there.
So anyway,
Well, we don't call them homeless anymore. We,
We
call
don't
them transients.
I mean,
unhoused
That
individuals.
transient's never really stuck.
I don't fucking know, bro. Suffering homelessness.
How do you just have that queued up? You're fucking dumb.
Suffering homelessness. sounds wild.
That's fucking stupid. You really had that queued up.
I had it saved for the
You're
phone.
petty.
We literally don't meet right each other. Like, if anything, we literally fucking castrate each other like
Could
every
you
day.
just stop? Could you just stop?
Anyway,
You're not making
But-
it any
but-
sound any better.
before I had to turn into freaking Iron Man, what I was going to say was
You're definitely not Iron Man.
my commute home from the Exposition Park area.
Well, that's what we're
back-
calling it.
I fucking hate when people call it that.
Nobody calls it Exposition Park. Nobody calls it
Exposition.
Exposition Park.
Literally everyone does.
Nobody calls that shit. They call it Expo
Nobody's
Station.
like,
Nobody says Exposition Park. The fuck?
Where I work,
It's like when you,
I work at Exposition Park. That's where
nobody
I'm
says that. You work at the Coliseum. Just like you said USC Stadium, it's the LA Coliseum, please.
Where the Raiders won a championship?
She literally wants to murder me.
Where the Raiders played for
She
10
wants to
years?
murder me and not
okay.
have it come off
What
racist.
what is OU Stadium called? Do you know?
Who fucking
Gaylord
cares?
Stadium or something like that?
It is called Gaylord Stadium.
Nobody
Do we
calls it
call
Gaylord.
Gaylord?
Never heard anybody call it Gaylord.
Exactly. Continue.
That might be culturally offensive.
Anyways.
But everybody calls the Collie the
Can you let me
Coliseum.
finish?
Nobody calls it USC Stadium.
Yeah, nobody's ever called
Nobody
it
fucking
USC.
says that.
I said USC's.
If you said
stadium.
the
said
USC
USC
Stadium,
Stadium?
I'd be like, oh, the Galen Center?
I said USC's.
Be like,
stadium.
no.
That's actually kind of fair because more
Anyways.
people would say that's the game.
Yeah.
So
I'd be like, oh, okay, the Galen.
I work at the Coliseum mostly, but I do work in Exposition Park. I work at BMO as well. I'm fluid. I work at Exposition Park.
I don't even call it
Okay.
BMO, man. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I call it
I know it's
LAFC
bank.
Stadium.
It's bank.
I call it
Yeah, whatever.
LAFC Stadium.
I still call it Bank of California like half the time.
I call it the soccer stadium.
Anyway, I actually do call it.
Yeah, the soccer stadium.
I call
Fucking
it
soccer stadium.
Yeah, the soccer stadium.
Anyways,
The printing money
my
place.
commute from the area in which shall not be named apparently.
That's
home.
off MLK, by the way. The 40 stops right there.
It's Bill Robertson.
No. It's Menlo. And then in the middle where USC is Bill Robertson.
All right, man.
But that's
let
Menlo.
her finish talking.
But yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what? Okay, so both.
Walk across the street, it's
So
Menlo.
it's not a no. It's a both.
It's like where Hawthorne Boulevard ends at La Brea.
Oh my gosh, she doesn't know what that means. Just
I'm just trying to
Let her
help.
finish talking.
I'm trying to help her understand the
It's-
schism.
So
I know you
wait,
know what it
so-
means.
So Bill Robertson is also a road that touches the Coliseum. So I'm also right. So it's
No,
not.
I didn't
it's
say
not
you
a
were
no.
wrong.
It's a yes and. So you say yes and not no.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Anyway.
no, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Anyway.
Totally. Yes. NPC. Let's just do an
Mike-
NPC podcast.
My commute home. Jesus Christ, please, Jesus, have mercy on my soul. My commute home is 4.5 miles. Okay. It
Want
goes
that?
from Bill Robertson Lane, okay, off of Gate 16 of the Coliseum, if we want to be super specific. So
damn,
I'm
she's
in places.
mansplaining right now.
Nah,
You
'cause
are
I'm media,
mansplaining
because the
right
media
now.
gate's gate 14, so I'm like 2. Yeah, I feel it. I'm like 20.
Yeah,
feet away.
I actually park in the orange lot right adjacent to Gate 14. I'm sure you've seen it before then.
Yeah.
But I check in through Gate 16 because that's like one of the staff ones. But anyways,
Okay.
but it doesn't matter. But anyway, from there back to my house.
For the
So
viewer,
it's 4.5 miles
Uh-huh.
if I take the highway. Okay, it's
What if you take the low way?
if I take the downtown streets, it's almost identical. Anyways, so if I leave,
I'm sorry, I'm a child.
if I leave at like peak hours,
Uh-huh.
peak like 5 o'clock traffic hours, my commute home is about 30 minutes. That's a lot for 4.5 miles in my opinion. Okay, but I deal with it. It's 30-ish minutes.
Okay.
Now,
30 adjacent?
30-ish. Sometimes the worst it ever was during a Doja Cat concert, and it was like 45 minutes.
You have to clean up all the
Because-
blood and human
because we-
feces?
Because I passed crypto on my commute home.
You
so there's
crashed.
a lot.
You passed crypto?
Anyways, so ever since I-10 closed down,
Mm-hmm.
my commute for, again, like I said, 4.5 miles
Uh-huh.
from Gate 16 to my house is an hour and 15 minutes. I could power walk to my house faster than I can drive home.
And do it.
It
You
is.
see, though, this is why this grinds our gears, because this is not news. Like,
Yeah, it's really not.
this has been going on forever.
It's what
I
do you-
had
it-
a-
I
it's
could walk
whoa,
from
whoa,
my
whoa,
house
whoa.
to the hospital.
I-10 being shut
Nobody
down.
calls it the
has-
I-10 either. They just say the 10.
being shut down
The 10
is
freeway.
a literal.
Bruh,
They've declared it a state
Of emergency.
A state of emergency.
Yes.
Sure.
What are you
All
talking about? How
That
well
shit was
you
looking
know
pretty
it?
bad.
And I've had a fucking 8-mile commute that took 2.5 hours every day on regular fucking time.
Have you been on the 105? That freeway is a goddamn nightmare.
My area of like where I get on the highway is like where all of the shit congests, and
Yeah.
so it's like the absolute worst part of the LA.
You get backed
that's
up
been-
105 bullshit.
It's the absolute worst part of LA that's affected by I-10's closing. That's why going 4 miles takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get home.
So that's why you take the
But
train.
that's what I'm
or
saying.
a
That's
bike.
not that bad. Like
It is. It's absolutely fucking atrocious, bro.
that's not that bad, man.
It's only
It
bad.
is.
It's
Do you want
only-
me to show you the video again? I'll show it to
I
you
believe
again.
you. I'm just
It's not
saying
as bad
that
as you
It's
think.
not as bad as you
Dude,
think it
I
is.
could power walk home faster
It's
than that.
literally not as bad as you
So
think.
then
it
you
is.
have a
It totally
solution, so
is,
it's not that
dog.
It's
bad.
not. It's really not.
But if
How
that
is it not?
if that's your
I
solution,
just
then it's
told
not
you,
that
I've
bad.
How is it
I've
not?
had an 8-mile commute take me 2.5 hours.
Good for you. That
I know.
sucks.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
so that-
regularly, like
Okay, so
every
that's
day.
okay, great. So that's atrocious.
Like
Continue.
even going from like fucking
from
the
where?
west
Where
side.
do you go? What do you
even-
do? You walk there?
No, you drive there.
My
But even
fiance
going from
has
the
an
west
8.5
side-
mile commute. It takes him like 45-50 minutes in the morning.
It all depends on which way you're going.
During
but
8
even
a.m.
going,
traffic.
but even going from like the west side to like fucking WeHo or the other side, that can take you fucking
He goes
2
from-
hours, and that's
from downtown to Beverly Hills.
and that's only like 10 miles.
That's a bitch.
from
That's a bitch
downtown
of a
to
commute.
Beverly Hills. It's like 45-50 minutes peak
Yeah,
morning
and
traffic.
that's not even that far. It's mostly
It's
just
8.5
streets.
miles
Yeah, it's not that
streets.
far.
So I don't know what you're talking about. 2.5 hours. Like, are you jogging there?
No,
Taking a
there's
scooter?
different parts of LA where there's only one
Okay, from
way
where
in,
to
one way
where?
out. From the valley to fucking Santa Monica, from the
Oh,
west
okay.
side
Oh, yeah.
all the
If
way
you're
over.
if you're on Pico.
From the valley to from fucking Northridge to Burbank on the bus.
What do you mean on Pico?
Blech.
Pico doesn't even go to the fucking.
Well, I feel like it
Valley.
kind of.
You're thinking of
Nuance.
Sepulveda.
You're mansplaining right now, man.
I'm not man.
You're commuter.
are.
No, she's
I'm
commuter.
telling you.
No, she's
But he-
commuter splaining.
Yeah, you
What
are,
I'm telling you
You're
is that
commuter
an
splaining.
hour and a
bro. Even from
an
my,
hour and a half to get 4.5 miles is not normal.
So then walk.
that is normal
It
here
is
in
not
this city.
normal.
That's
That
normal
is
in
this
LA.
city.
No, it's not.
I've literally gone a half mile in an hour just to get
It's
on the
not
freeway,
normal, though.
just to get. No, that
It's
was
not
every
normal,
day.
though.
That was literally every day.
is
It would
not
take me
normal.
45 minutes to
He
go
did.
from.
He did.
I wasn't even in real Santa Monica. I was in Midland Santa Monica. I was like
Yeah.
borderline Brentwood. It would take me fucking 45
shit.
minutes
You
to
were-
go onto the freeway.
So when
He was
my,
in a
when my
backdrop of
commute-
Culver City.
When my commute is identical.
No, I
for
wasn't
a-
on there.
If my
Okay,
commute
not
is
that far-
identical
not that far? All right.
for 1 year. And
That's
then
why I
I'll-
moved to the other side
If
of
my
town.
commute is identical for a year and then over doubles in time abruptly, that makes it not normal.
Sure,
It's not normal, but like you said, you could
Sure.
walk
That
to
makes
work.
it not normal.
sure.
It's only not normal when there's no other alternative.
But I'm just saying, you're not the only one that's
alternative
doing
is
that.
to go through the downtown streets that are also congested because everyone else is using their Google Maps.
Or if you take the train, then nah.
Yeah, I could get the train, but
And a
then I'd
bus.
have to buy a bike, and I don't have one.
I mean, you could just literally use the train and then walk.
Well, I was
somewhere.
going to go buy a bike. I actually was, but now
Yeah.
he's telling me the shit's going to be open in a week, so now I'm not going to. Now I'm just.
But
gonna
you
sell
should
it.
also
yeah, but
have
it's
it.
probably it might
as a
probably
good
be 2
backup.
lanes.
It's gonna.
Because honestly, would you really want to be the
I
first
mean,
one
it'll
on
help,
that
but
shit?
it's not gonna.
Would you really want to be the first one on that shit after you saw that shit look
I
like?
don't use
an
that.
They said
Avengers
it's not
movie?
that bad.
I don't.
That
use
shit looked
I use
horrible,
the-
bro.
I
That shit
don't
was
use
leaking
pin.
black fluid.
I
Well, now
use
they
the
said
one.
it's
I
better.
only use the one pin, so it's not gonna. That shit's not gonna matter to me.
All right, can you guys spend your fucking hour and 45 minutes talking about college football?
Commuters. Well, the USC UCLA
Fuck.
game is this Saturday morning, and it's going to be at fucking 12:30
Just
kickoff.
stupid.
I got to be there at 9:30. But I mean, it's two mid teams, so they want us to get over with.
I gotta be there at 4. Well,
Couldn't have been the Pac-12 game after dark.
I mean, they fucked up, and USC decided to not have a bye week this year. So now they thought they were going to make the Pac-12 title game. Nope, you just have no season, and then you're probably going to be in the LA Bowl. And
what do
allegedly,
you mean? What do you mean USC didn't have a bye week?
they normally their bye week is earlier in the season, but since they have the bye week right before the Pac-12 title game, but they're not going to be in it, they essentially have like an extra week off until their bowl game, which will probably be the LA Bowl, December 16th.
Oh,
So they fucked up. They should have had a bye before the Utah game.
this is I have no idea. Do teams have any control over their bye weeks?
They have control over their schedules.
Their bye weeks too.
Yeah, they can pick kind of when their bye is going to happen.
So that
based
was,
on
it
like
was
they can't pick
purposeful?
when it's home or away, but they can be like, we'll put a bye week here.
So they were able. So that was done intentionally because the thought was we are going to be going to the Pac-12 championship,
And after we
we'd
beat
like-
all these
we'd like-
teams, we'll
we'd
have
like
a week off.
rest between. That was
Yeah.
the idea.
Yeah, and they played themselves. And there's rumors that
I thought.
Chip Kelly's going to be fired at UCLA after this game, no matter
Oh
what
yeah, I've
happens.
heard that too. Yeah.
Now here's why I'm wearing the Boise State sweater. Now you can play Boys to Men. So Andy Avalos got fired. First head coach in Boise State history to ever be fired midseason. I think they should have let him finish the season out. That was kind of foul.
And he won, and they won decisively, like easily, and actually looked better than they had in like 5
against
weeks.
Wyoming.
So did
Wyoming
Jimbo Fisher,
Wyoming was in the running to potentially win the Mountain West this year until they lost a couple games. But UNLV's been clapping everybody. So if UNLV beats Air Force, they're pretty much punched their ticket to the Mountain West title game. Air Force wins, they'll be in it, and then if Fresno State wins out, they'll find a way to be in it because they beat UNLV by like 3 points. So whoever wins the Mountain West title game on December 2nd will be playing in the LA Bowl December 16th, which is now run by Gronk. So I just want to point out, Jimmy Kimmel doesn't, he's not hosting the bowl anymore.
Robert Gronkowski?
Yep, Gronk.
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, I said this like months ago. He's now the face of the LA Bowl and the host. Emotionally conflicted about this?
No, I just know that I'm now going to make sure I'm there at that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire.
If not via media, then I'm gonna try to see if I can.
That press box was nice last time.
Slink in via Legends.
And that I mean, don't just say that on the air. Come on, blow up your own spot.
No, I meant like work the game is what I meant.
Yeah, I know how I feel. I see. Sent that. Remember that meme I sent the other day? The British black dude.
Well, no, I mean like
I know you're gonna be there no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Speaking it to the universe. But nah, honestly, if I'm Boise State, I'm throwing all my money in security cards and passwords and deepest, darkest secrets to Chip Kelly so he can be the coach at Boise State. Even though Jimbo Fisher got fired and they're paying this motherfucker $26,000 a day to not be the coach at Texas A&M.
Dude.
I don't see how Chip Kelly would want to go to the SEC and do that. That's why I think Boise State would be the perfect spot for him. He's already lost to Boise State. He would already be... He could turn Boise State into the national power that it should have been when the Pac-12 didn't accept him years ago. So I think Chip Kelly would actually be perfect at Boise State. And Pete probably is throwing up in his mouth quietly, but he might actually...
Wait, who?
I think Chip Kelly should be the next coach at Boise State if he gets fired by UCLA.
He's not going there, bro.
Taylor Green is perfect for his system and what he runs. And they already have running backs. They already have the offense.
Kenny, for someone who literally
they run up tempo.
No, hold on. I'm about to dead you, bro.
No, you can't. I didn't think he'd be a good fit at UCLA.
No, I'm about to dead you, bro. Because for someone who literally comes in here and talks about how you all speak for the culture and how you all have all the context and you know college football, you're going to sit here and tell me that Chip Kelly's going to go to Boise State, bro.
I said for Boise State's benefit, benefit.
Bro.
No, he'd probably take the Texas A&M job.
And make $1.5 million, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
And make more than the governor.
I said Boise State would have to
My
sell.
cousin was literally the highest paid person in Idaho, bro, and he made like $1.8 million.
I know.
Which is nothing for a college coach.
Which is why I said Boise State.
But that's why
I said Boise State.
That's why
you didn't hear. He didn't hear what the first part of what I said.
That's why
he had a little context there that you're missing.
I literally said, I said Boise State's best option will be Chip Kelly, but it's not gonna happen. They'd have to give up. They'd have to fucking give up all their state secrets, Social Security.
But
numbers,
so what is that doing? What is that? See, and then
he would elevate their program.
Hold on.
They can't afford him.
Wait, hold on.
They can't afford Chip Kelly.
Hold on. And then earlier in the week, you were going in on SAS. But that's some sass shit, bro.
No, it's not.
If you're literally saying it's not going to happen, what's the point of fucking saying it?
Because it would be a really
other than just throwing out fucking random shit that's never going to happen.
I mean,
it would be cool if Bill Belichick,
to what? To get it? To what?
I didn't think you.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to finish up. No, wait, let me finish. No, let me finish.
I mean,
and then just to add to it all, the real reason why you said it was just to incite some shit out of me, which clearly you did because you tied together my two favorite schools, and you thought that shit was all shits and giggles.
Nah,
really, it's just hurting your own brand. So, can we move on?
I wasn't actually.
Can we move on?
I was talking.
Can we move on? Can you give me some real candidates for Boise State?
Yeah, but can you
some
shut up?
UCLA?
Yeah, but can you shut up?
Come on, Mister. I know college football. I know everything about college football.
But you have to shut up so I can tell you.
All right,
their defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Who's a Broyles assistant.
White Andy. All right, let's hear it.
No, he's black actually.
He sounds
like
who? Oh, you're talking about UCLA?
Defensive coordinator. Yeah. See, you just
I
talking
thought you were talking
shit.
about Boise State.
Exactly. You just talking
I
shit.
thought you were talking
about
about Boise State.
No, I'm saying UCLA's defensive coordinator would be a good get for Boise State since he has them as a top 16 total defense, and he's like a Boyles Award candidate nominee or semifinalist. UNLV's offensive coordinator, who's been doing really great, could potentially get the job. Like, the Mountain West has a lot of great coaches that usually stay within that system and then get promoted.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. I think you're dick eating the Mountain West.
I'm really not.
Because I think
You have always been notably fun. I feel like.
yeah, bro.
I mean,
Because
they're
I think
a budding West Coast conference. God damn.
Not to say that they don't deserve it, but I feel like just interestingly,
UNLV has a better record
I
than
feel
USC
like
this year.
I feel like coaches are more likely to stay in an assistant role in the Pac-12 than go get a head coaching job at the Mountain West.
Jonathan
unless
Smith.
it's a perfect
Jonathan
unless it's a perfect situation. Like for Andy, it was because it was him coming home.
Even with I don't know about that. I wouldn't agree with you like now.
Jay Norvell.
With, like, the state
But
of the
but
Pac-12.
Jay Norvell's proof you're wrong.
But the money is much better to be a coordinator at a Pac-12 school.
Jay
than it is
Norvell
to-
was the offensive coordinator at UCLA, right?
That are left?
Well, in general,
Damn, we
any
gonna
of
talk
those
about that
schools, any of
lawsuit
those
too?
schools, all those schools have 10x the budget of any Mountain West school. Period.
Okay,
Like,
but Jay Norvell left UCLA and ended up as like a head coach.
okay, and Andy left Oregon and went to Boise State. Yeah, I know it happens.
So that happens.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. What I'm saying is, unless it's the perfect situation, you're not just going to go there just to add a head coaching job to your role. Like, it's going to be the perfect spot for you where you legitimately think you can win and build a program.
Like Barry Odom did at UNLV.
It's not just a stepping stone of like, okay, now I'm a head coach. It's like, yeah, I really want to go there situation.
I would say
I
that
can
more
see
than
both.
often,
I can
but
see both situations.
with the way NIL is and all these coaches getting fired, shit, sometimes you got to get in where you fit in. Now,
Well,
I think
I-
Chip Kelly could possibly get offered the Texas A&M job because of what he's done. But I don't think Texas A&M is going to follow bad money after bad money.
I don't think Chip Kelly is a SEC coach.
Is Lane Kiffin really an SEC coach?
Yeah,
More
I
than
mean,
Chip
Some
Kelly.
really? He's
more,
kind of
more than he is.
Man,
Chip Kelly's a Big 12 coach.
Lane Kiffin has a great offense and shitty defense.
Big 12. He can do the Big 12.
Yep.
He's not. He can't do the SEC. That's not his vibe.
Yeah, but when he was recruiting Florida, that was kind of his tie into the SEC.
Huh? Oh,
Talking about
Jimbo?
Kiffin?
No, Kiffin.
Oh.
I mean, Sark was fucking in the SEC too. Point is, like, just
Sark.
Sark was in the SEC. He was at Bama,
So
and then he went to Texas.
yeah.
But he also had success at Washington. What
And
I'm
he's
saying
had
is,
very little success at Texas.
I mean, he beat Bama.
Okay. Texas A&M beat Bama when they were like 3 and 7. So
And
does Texas A&M still suck?
Texas
Yeah.
A&M has had how many 10-win seasons in the last 25 years?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
The point is, they
Bro,
keep swinging and
like,
missing on head coaches.
Bro's 14 clicks.
And they
off.
keep
What is
paying
that?
out head coaches all this money. You want to swing and miss on Chip Kelly?
Chip Kelly's not an SEC coach.
But he's a great coach. He's a proven
I-
developer
honestly,
of talent.
If I could be so real with you,
He's had SEC assistant coaches.
I never really cared for the guy.
I mean, I believe it. Think about it. He got
Never
the
really
Baltimore Ravens defense. He was a high-ranking defensive coach on the Baltimore Ravens staff, and he became the defensive coordinator.
I just really focus him with Philly.
Well, yeah, Philly was fucking terrible, and fuck Riley. What's his face? But I could just see how. Like they would somehow. Chip Kelly would at least take the interview. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, sure.
Now, people saying Deion Sanders would jump to Texas A&M. You're stupid because he.
You know
He
who?
already said he didn't. Did you
Yeah,
hear-
I wish people would
did
stop
you,
saying
did
that.
you understand what he meant about what Dabo meant by
Yeah.
it must be November? I didn't get that.
It's like it's time to fire coaches or it's time to throw out fucking bullshit narratives.
You know who would be a great coach at UCLA if their current position doesn't work out?
Don't say Alex Green trying to punch you.
What the fuck would I say? Alex Grinch.
Okay, I thought you were about to troll me.
mean-
I just had to test. I had to test the temperature. I thought you were going to troll me just now. Go ahead, give your honest answer. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Antonio Pierce.
I don't think the Pac-12 would touch him, especially after what happened. A lot of
I don't
mean,
lower
yeah, you're
coaches
right.
got their
Options.
careers ruined at Arizona
I mean,
State.
yeah, you're right about that. But also, he might end up getting a D coordinator job in the league.
At USC?
In the league.
I don't know about that.
He's earned his way. He's earned his chops as a linebacker coach.
Do
and
black coaches really
He's already
get that, though?
won more head coaches jobs than fucking
Steve Wilkes was doing
some
better in
sorry-ass
Carolina
coaches.
than Frank Reich. But
and he got a defensive coordinator
Thomas
job
Brown
after he fell
got
out.
offensive play calls taking from him after one game.
Yeah, but a lot of those defensive coaches circled back as defensive coordinators.
But I mean, if he has head coaching aspirations,
the reason why
does he go to USC?
The reason why I think he'd be good is because I don't know. I feel like
he's LA.
I feel like that. Besides that, yes, and
he's also a JUCO product.
Yes,
and went to Arizona.
I feel like now you really have to like put an extra emphasis on managing all the extra shit. Like you really have to be a like strategic person as a head coach. Like I don't think it's enough to just be a whiz on either side of the ball. Like you really have to manage the personalities, and there's so many moving parts now in college football because all the rules are different just depending on what resources you have, where you're at. It's like you really have to know how to navigate that, and your competition is playing with different shit than you're playing with. So it's like you just really have to be a manager of men above anything else. And I feel like that's what Antonio Pierce has at least shown in these 2 weeks is that he can do that. Whether or not he's an X's and O's guy, I mean, you would assume he is because he's played in the league, but
you can get assistance for that.
But we know he can recruit. We know he can recruit.
Jack Jones.
We know he can manage. So it's like, yeah, why not? I think he'd be a great college coach, and he might even be a great NFL coach, depending on how these next 8 weeks go.
I think he could walk into USC and be like, I should be your defensive coordinator. And if Lincoln doesn't work out...
I don't think he would do that, though. I think that's a demotion. I think he would do that in the league.
Hey, man, Steve Wilkes took a demotion.
I think he would do that in the league. In the league.
You said Lincoln doesn't work out?
Does it look like Lincoln's really going to work out? Miller Moss will be his QB next year, and he didn't say he wouldn't or would not.
Oh, ye of little faith. Shit.
No, I'm honest. They're fucking trash.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
All right, so...
hopefully my computer didn't just crap out.
That would suck.
Doing the highlights?
Yeah, let's jump right into the scores because that's really... So, Michigan beat Penn. By the way, James Franklin is also... People are wanting James Franklin to get fired at Penn State, forgetting how dead Penn State was in the water after Joe Paterno died. That's crazy work. But honestly, like, if I was UCLA and they fired James Franklin, I'm calling. And if Lincoln Riley doesn't work out and James Franklin is available, I'm calling James Franklin. Because went from Vanderbilt to Penn State. Hell, he developed Saquon Barkley and Michael Parsons. Like, come on. But yeah, Michigan beat number 9 Penn State.
I don't think you're wrong. I think that would be a good move because they're moving to that conference, so he'd have a good pulse on that kind of brand of football and the recruiting landscape there. But also, I feel like we've seen this kind of like east to west thing. Like, I think they need someone who is LA.
Because Lincoln isn't LA. And when they had
but that's
Sark
what I'm saying.
And Kiffin, it didn't work.
But they weren't really LA either. They were just kind of off the Pete Carroll tree. Like, they weren't.
So you're saying somebody
LA.
from LA?
Yeah.
Well, that's not Hugh Jackson for a reason. He's from LA. They passed on a lot of guys who are from LA. I think it's really just somebody who can recruit nationally.
I think ultimately, USC
and develop.
I think USC.
I say USC have not been developing.
I'll say this about both of them. I feel like they both are afraid to double down on LA. Like, I think they're afraid, like, oh, if we just have LA coaches, we're only going to get LA. We're not going to get Texas. We're not going to get Florida. We're not going to have that competitive national recruiting class. And it's like, start where you're at, bro. Like, be yourself.
But that's the thing. LA.
That's your advantage.
LA athletes are smart. They know these schools be on bullshit.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go to USC and then sit and never play when I can go to the Mountain West and
so
get
that's
drafted.
one part, and the other part of it too is I feel like they're afraid of that too because they feel like there's gonna be some sort of outside influence. Like, you're gonna be like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they're just afraid of that. But the irony is, at least on the USC side, they've still gotten in trouble hiring, not outsiders, but, people in the middle of the Venn diagram. Like,
my thing is, you hire somebody who can get the job done.
for sure.
And then you kind of massage.
But to your point, I mean, I think that kind of counteracts what you're saying, though, because it's like they made that hire with Lincoln. Like, that's what Lincoln
and the
was
media
supposed to do.
gave him a pass.
So I don't think you can give up on that yet. Like, you need to give it another year post Caleb.
No, he only gets
and
one
see
more
what
year.
what he does post Caleb, and then you're able to say, okay, is this the guy to build our program back up or not? All right, man. Well, we need to keep it moving. So,
all right, cool. So, Michigan. Apparently, last week coaches were doing this stupid ass thing where they just decided.
I'll take one of my brother. Hey, Kenny, you can talk and move around suckers.
All right, cool. So, apparently last week, college coaches were doing this stupid ass thing where they were going for 2 down 9 points, not realizing if you don't get the 2-point conversion, you're pretty much going to lose. So, Michigan beat Penn State 24-15 because James Franklin went for 2 when he didn't have to. He went for 2 way too early. Should just kicked the extra point. You would have been down 6, and then you could have tried to get the ball back. Lincoln Riley went for 2, missed it against Oregon. Oregon dominated them. USC has statistically like the worst special teams in the country, the worst defense in the country in terms of they give up like 3 to 5 30-yard plays a game. Like they give up so many big plays a game, it's ridiculous. And they were terrible against Oregon. And Oregon honestly were just playing with their food. They could have dropped 50 on them. It was closer, but USC was kind of floundering. They didn't really have a lot wasn't working against Oregon. Oregon actually has a stingy defense. Like Tosh Lupo, like when we talk about coaches who could be the next up, Tosh Lupo will be a great college head coach eventually, sooner than later. Like if UCLA steals Tosh Lupo from Oregon,
missed on my Fox Friday.
It'd be crazy. But yeah, so Michigan beats 9th-ranked Penn State. They might shoot up. I don't think they shot. I think Georgia's number 1.
I play NBA, man. NBA be fucking me over, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then Oklahoma State.
They do it on Thursday now, where you can play Friday.
Oklahoma
they
State.
do both. It's weird. Yeah.
Cool story, bro. Oklahoma State got blown out by UCF.
Don't be hating because you can't do parlays, all right?
I just don't care about NBA shit. I know. So UCF blew out Oklahoma State, who just beat Oklahoma like 45-3, and they blew up their Big 12 title chances pretty much after getting blown up by UCF.
Sidebar, though, you were going on some nasty-ass takes on Memphis Spence's show about NBA or some random match. It wasn't football.
No, I compared. I said,
go ahead. Keep
I said
pushing
Bo
your
Nix.
narrative.
I said Bo
Keep
Nix.
pushing your narrative.
No, I said Bo Nix is like
pushing your
Marcus
narrative.
Aldridge's jump shot, super mid.
You're an idiot, bro.
Bo Nix, the dude that just
Well,
slapped.
Marcus
No,
Aldridge
he was
like
a
one of the-
mid-range shooter. He was a mid-range shooter, right? A
Bo
great
Nix is in
mid-range
the
shooter,
Heisman
right?
conversation,
That
bro.
was the point.
He's in the Heisman conversation, bro.
Man, Bo Nix, that's a great team. If Caleb Williams was on that team, they'd be fucking
Bro,
much better.
you've been shitting on Drake
Bo
May a
Nix is
lot, too, bro.
overrated. Bo Nix is overrated. I've been saying this for a while.
If Caleb Williams was on a lot of teams.
But Bo Nix is overrated as hell.
You've been castrating Drake May, too, and people are dick eating him, so you might have to eat your words.
I'm not going to eat my words. Man,
or you might
North
just be on
Carolina
the
got
podium.
like 3 losses. What are you talking about? Shut up.
I'm just saying,
They lost
bro.
to a one. They lost to a
I'm just
one-win
saying.
Virginia team.
There's a lot of people
Fuck out
out
of my
there
face.
championing Drake May.
Okay. And name the last North Carolina quarterback that was successful in the league. Sam Howell is looking
Bro,
like.
that don't mean shit, dog.
Actually, it does. Like USC doesn't produce NFL quarterbacks except Caleb.
And you stole him from a different team.
I didn't steal shit. Don't put that on me.
Nah, but you like, it's a USC product. It's not a USC product.
He was better at USC than he was. At
I don't
Oklahoma.
know what the point of college football is if you're just gonna omit
That's like saying
be up beyond the
Hurts,
first 20 years.
Bama or Oklahoma.
I think,
Here we go. Where did he get his degrees at?
All right,
Both
all
schools.
right. Sorry, I got you off your track.
He got
Continue
benched
going.
to Alabama,
Continue
and he
going.
won a Heisman at Oklahoma.
I don't
So-
that's not my argument. I'm just saying
You
maybe
made
you
the- you started
maybe
the
you
argument,
can
I'm
clarify
finishing.
what quarterback goes to what school. Because Bo Nix, Auburn is not claiming Bo Nix. Oregon will though. But anyway,
You're learning now. Yeah, just let him talk sometimes.
That's not even me this time. Yeah,
Never
Texas
is.
barely. No, this time it really wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
The other 4 times it was definitely me.
Okay.
I gaslit you into believing it wasn't me, but the other
Okay.
4 times it was me.
I already said okay like 7 times.
Shut up. Washington beat.
You're literally telling me to shut up when I'm just saying okay.
But shut up though. So
like,
Washington
dang,
beat.
but we're the problem. All right.
You're definitely the problem. You're always the problem,
Uh-huh.
actually. So Utah lost to Washington. They're
we should
starting.
just talk over the rest of his fucking segment. Like just talk about
This is,
some random
this is
ass
hella
shit.
disrespectful too. I'm almost done, and you just won't shut up. But yeah, so one of Washington's players dropped a pick 6, and they got a safety the next play, and like barely skated away against Utah. Which, by the way, I don't know how they're still making it with half their roster injured. That shit is crazy. Like if Utah could stay healthy, man, they might actually be one of the best teams in the country. But it doesn't happen ever. Like it never happens. Yeah. So Utah, Arizona this week. 16 versus 19. Georgia versus Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee's going to win this at all. They could even beat Missouri. But the fact that college game day isn't at Washington, Oregon State is trash. They really hating on the Pac-12 with their final season. Michigan's offensive coordinator crying like a little baby. It was the most cringy Dave Chappelle skit shit I've ever seen in my life.
Man, what the fuck?
Him crying, fucking love you, man. Like, dog, do you let your white friends say the N-word? Like, I'm just confused.
Do you just hate your life?
No, I'm saying this
Do you
dude.
genuinely
No,
just hate
everybody
your
was clowning
existence?
this dude for crying like that. 'Cause it's like, bro,
You're clowning him. You
No,
are clowning him.
I'm definitely clowning him, but everybody else was clowning him too. Like,
Okay,
and rightfully
and
so. It's like, bro,
if everybody else
Michigan
jumps off
are
a
not
cliff, are you
victims.
going to?
Michigan, you are not victims. Everybody cheats.
Let him
You
have
got
a
caught.
moment, dude.
Nah, fuck that. He was crying.
Okay, fuck Michigan.
It was awkward
fuck
crying.
Michigan, but not him.
It was awkward crying. You know it was awkward crying.
Let him have
It was
his
awkward
moment,
crying.
dude. Can you- think about
Michigan
if that-
are
what
not
was- think
victims.
about if
They're
that was
acting
you.
like
Think about
victims.
if it was you. If that was you. If it was you.
That's different. I don't cry. I'm pretty fucking stone cold heartless sometimes.
And
but-
if you don't think he's emotionless?
We're gonna have that conversation off the air, Pete. I don't know what you just said. I can't. My brain won't let me answer that question.
This
right
dude
now.
got 8 years of eligibility. He's been in college since 2016.
The same dude
Damn.
who's the Ohio State guy.
Who?
No, it's
He played. He was in the same recruiting class.
Hoops player.
I thought he was in the same recruiting class as Tatum, coming out of high school.
Probably.
Yeah, that dude's. He went to Ohio State and Harvard and like 3 other schools. But yeah. So with all this college football shit going on, Michigan or Jim Harbaugh decided to accept his suspension from the Big Ten and their deal. And now everybody's just like, it's Michigan against the world. And it's like, bro, you guys got caught cheating and stealing signs. And you paid somebody to do it. You know why Bama never gets caught cheating? Because they don't get caught cheating. Even though there's stories out there of recruits getting Hellcats and then showing up on campus. Like, you got to prove it. So, and I'm just tired. Yeah, I'm tired of Michigan acting like they're like him. Why the fuck are you crying, bro? Why are you crying? You're supposed to beat Penn State. Jim Franklin hasn't fucking beaten Penn State or Ohio State in a long time. Like, he historically loses against them. So what are you crying for? And Michigan's acting like they're victims. Like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit. I just don't. Like, you know who's the bigger victim? Oklahoma. Because they actually had some shit happen to them. Jackson State. They actually had some shit happen
Holy
to them.
shit! Did you just admit that? Wait, can you repeat that?
I've never not said that.
Can you no?
I've never not said Oklahoma got shafted. When did I say they didn't get shafted? I've always said that.
If you can find one moment on video of you saying agreeing
Definitely.
that they got shafted, I'll give you $50.
I mean, you can just give me the $50 now. 'Cause we can go back and
Genuinely,
find
I
it.
will Venmo you $50 if you can find it. I don't care if it's tomorrow, 2 weeks, or 4 months from now.
Just sell it to me.
If you find it, I'll Venmo you $50.
Okay. You said it. But I'm just saying, like, Michigan just needs to quit with that bullshit narrative. Like, you know who's getting shafted? James Madison, Tarleton State, and Jacksonville State, which, by the way, Rich Rodriguez is the coach of Jacksonville State. James Madison is undefeated. They're going to be college game day. They're like 9-0. They're playing I want to say Appalachian State this weekend. Now, because they're like in the second year of transitioning to NCAA, they're now not allowed to compete in postseason play. But even though if there's not enough 500 teams for the bowl games, then those schools can play in those bowl games. But it's pretty disrespectful that, so you're punishing them for being successful and winning the right way. They came in the right way, but because they're still transitioning to D1, but they're beating all these D1 schools, you won't let them play in a bowl game just outright. That's pretty fucking stupid to me. Just like cats, this one cat got his eligibility denied. Every day. NCAA is just on some dumb shit, but that's it for college football.
Are you done stretching over there, dude? Or dude's preparing for something. All right. Why'd you skip over Jimbo?
I already said that. I already mentioned it.
We talked about that.
I mean, $26,000 a day to not show up.
Right. Sorry. Anyway.
$75 million buyout.
Touchdown or turnover. Aaron Rodgers is eyeing a mid-December return from an Achilles injury, which automatically assumes that he thinks his team is probably going to make the playoffs.
Turnover. I'm tired of talking about this. He's just gaslighting us because he's bored. He has nothing else to talk about on Pat McAfee's show.
I mean, he looks like hella healthy.
He does.
I'd rather watch the Dolphins' Hard Knocks.
You realize mid-December is like 3 weeks from now.
I know, yeah.
So.
Two and a half.
He's just gaslighting.
Thanksgiving is next week. Fuck. I work that day.
I mean, did he not see Zach Wilson running for his life versus the Chargers?
Next week will be an off week then, huh? Unless y'all are planning on doing a Thanksgiving
I'm
show.
working Thanksgiving Day.
That
so.
sucks.
All night?
2 to 10.
I'll be in Dallas.
Oh.
So we could take
I guess I could just do the show by myself.
I mean, I'm off Friday, so if you just want to do the show Friday.
I can zoom in.
We could do it Friday.
Cool. And this is like, we already definitely passed.
You don't have to call in if you don't want.
We've definitely passed the 7th
if
year
in
threshold.
The evening, it'll be fine. It'll just be a 2-hour time zone difference.
Well, I'm off.
I'm off too.
So ideally, I don't like to do shit.
I'll be shopping.
I'll
be shopping in the morning because it's Black Friday.
You're part of the problem.
That's some white people shit.
Okay.
And? You're actually in the mall.
That's so cringe.
You're fist fighting.
You're actually going to the mall. It's so cringe.
No, I usually do it online.
All the people?
Like
Okay.
an apps, like a cultured gentleman.
For sure.
But
Okay.
no, I do enjoy shopping, like in person. Yes, I do enjoy that as well.
Cringe.
It's not
All the germs.
You love
and
buying socks in person?
people pressuring you and stuff people have tried on. Like,
Eating at the food
it
court?
sounds like you have like a social issue.
Yeah, he definitely used to go to fucking Nordstrom Rack and try shit on.
I think you're just like telling on yourself right
Nah, I'm just talking
Yes.
shit.
If you go to a clothing store and try on underwear, you should be thrown in jail.
Okay, that's so weird. An oddly specific thing to
yeah,
project.
I don't understand why people do
You're
that.
projecting,
People really do that. No,
You're
like,
projecting,
I've
dog.
never. No, I've worked
I
in
agree,
retail,
but
bro. I
feel
don't
like
understand
I
that.
agree, but
Yeah,
I feel like that's extremely
But what's happened is he's probably gone to a store
I would never
and
try
the
on.
last box of underwear that's his size,
Nah.
one of them's like half open, and he's like, "Who comes in here and tries on underwear? It's the only one."
Why are there shit stains on the brim? Now everything in here is contaminated.
Okay, now that again too specific.
I've seen some really foul shit in my life, bro.
All right, next one.
All right, so
Too specific.
Jets.
That's a shirt.
Jets coach is refusing to bench Zach Wilson.
I almost thought you said roofies.
Why the fuck do we get back-to-back Jets content?
Yeah, are you struggling for content?
We had like 18 years worth of college football. What are you talking about?
That's the beauty of it.
I don't know. I don't even know who their backup is. Simeon?
I think so.
I mean,
I'd rather
at
talk
least
about
Simeon gets
Carson
the
Wentz.
ball out.
I'd rather talk about Carson Wentz right now.
At least Simeon gets the ball out, though.
That's
That's what I'm saying with Aaron Rodgers. Like, did he miss that Chargers game where Zach Wilson got sacked like 9 times?
And threw 49 passes.
Shit was wild.
Nobody was open.
You know
And then
what's-
they
I feel
released
like
Michael Carter.
The Cowboys have a deceptively shit O-line.
You just not
Well,
noticing
they've been
that?
hurt. They've been hurt.
Tyler Smith is on the injury report every week. Their whole left side is
I just
fucked.
feel like it's kind of like the vibe to assume that the Cowboys O-line is good. They're absolutely not.
Nah, we only assume
Not
the
even
left
close.
side is good.
Well, even Smith.
Zach Martin has to play on the right side just to stabilize it.
Smith's only played like what 8 games a season.
Terrence Steele's a pretty decent
big
right
Dak
tackle.
hater, not gonna lie, but like, dude has like
Dak Truther stand up.
dude has like an average like second and a half to throw. Like, it's crazy. I watched that Chargers
Sometimes
game.
They're
that's
not
all you
getting
need.
any push in the run game.
I watched that Chargers game. He got sacked, I want to say 3 times in the first drive. Obviously, it turned out in their favor, so it was fine. But, dude, wow.
Could we just point out how CeeDee Lamb was on a record pace?
All right, next one.
Closing out, touchdown, turnover.
Bill, that's all we got was 3?
Yeah,
dude.
and we already talked about one of them.
Bills fire their offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey, or is it Dorsey?
Dorsey.
After
The
the
Bills,
embarrassing loss to the Denver Broncos.
12 men on the field.
Touchdown.
They lost both their coordinators. That's crazy.
Turnover.
Leslie Frazier.
Oh yeah, my
stepped
bad.
away.
Also, yeah, double twofer.
I like how the
Oh.
narrative on Josh Allen totally shifted in 9 games. He was literally an MVP candidate last year.
I've been saying this since.
He was
way
literally
last
an
year.
MVP candidate
I
last
said
year.
it, and
I've
people
been
called me.
guzzling that Josh Allen haterade since like ever. So like keep that in mind because I'm biased. 'cause he's in
I
my
forgot
division.
who it was, but it was a meme. It was a meme, and it was like the Madden curse coming back from the dead. And I forgot who it was a picture of, but it was
To
like
get Josh Allen.
yeah, to get Josh Allen. That shit was crazy.
Because
I think I saw that. Was it one of the Spider-Man
I think so.
Miles
I forgot.
Morales or whatever?
Yeah,
I just want to point out when I said this shit about Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming. Said
Bro,
everybody.
give the man a break. He had 2 good years. He's had a bad 8 games. He has no running game. Him and Stephon Diggs are clearly on totally different worlds.
Yeah, I think.
The offensive coordinator is clearly in his own world too. So
I think half of that is that clearly Diggs is like frustrated, and I think that's adding to the disconnect.
It's not a passing offense. Like they don't like he doesn't spread the ball around.
It's not a passing offense. I mean, he tries.
Like he throws the ball, but it's like
Where does it go?
it's like they're starting to use him the way Cam got used in Carolina, and we saw how that shit ended. And Josh Allen don't run a 4.5.
Kind of a Cam hater too, not gonna lie. So
Wait, you're a Cam hater? Get the fuck out of here! Yo, she said she's a Cam hater.
kind of a Cam hater too.
You can leave now. You had a good run, Nikki.
OBJ is washed.
He had over 100 yards receiving.
Didn't he have a touchdown today?
Wow.
Y'all smoking that fucking Cheech today. Apparently.
Finally.
All I'm saying is, that's crazy. You hate Cam Newton.
I hope people
Why do you
start
hate
dropping
Cam?
running
I've
backs to
disliked
pick
him
up
for quite a
Odell.
while.
Why do you hate
Before
Cam
he even
Newton?
went to the Patriots.
Is
I
he an
disliked him.
asshole too?
He's a ginormous dick. He's super misogynistic. He's a prick. He's super conceited, and he's mid.
He's from Georgia.
He's not mid.
Why isn't he in the league?
You know he's from Georgia, right?
Why isn't
He
he in?
got blackballed.
Really?
He wears scarves and has like a fucking $1 million hat line. Like,
And he's also mid.
He's from Atlanta. They flashy.
And he's mid.
I mean, not really mid.
And he sucks as a person. So usually, if you don't,
I
if you suck
mean,
as a person,
if he got trash baby moms and he made trash choices with the women he had children with.
No.
That's
But
also his fault.
Damn, Madden sales down so bad they're fucking putting Vic
His
back on the cover.
behavior,
Sick. They're putting Kaepernick a speed boost.
His main behavior.
Where's Pete at?
Has nothing to do with his baby mamas that I don't like.
Okay, because I thought you were gonna. Because that's a whole nother story in itself. Like
Remember that one time?
That's whole
That one
podcast.
time when he embarrassed a female reporter on national television.
That was cringe as fuck. I'll admit that.
Talking about, sorry, it's just really hilarious seeing a woman talk about routes. And then
Mostly because she knew what she was talking about, and he's probably had some stupid ass questions.
Let's just say she asked a stupid question, which she didn't.
She did.
Let's just say she asked a stupid question.
It's more like some.
She probably deserved to be in that room more than anybody else because she had to fight to be in that room with all those men. And he had the audacity to tear her down in front of all of those men in a public space on national TV being recorded, and he thought that was okay.
So much happened in that Cam's time in Carolina.
Disgusting worm of a man.
Wow.
Holy shit. Like, can you imagine?
Do you hate him more than Caleb?
I don't. I've never hated Caleb. I've said this 100 million times. I've never hated him.
I mean, you call me a
salty.
pussy and a bitch. I'm pretty sure that means
Hey, RG,
touchdowns or turnover.
RG3 trying to finesse his way to be the Browns quarterback. Touchdown or turnover.
He needs to stick to his podcast, bro.
Damn. Does he even have a podcast, or he just be going on IG and Twitter?
Or, he has a really popular TikTok, actually.
Yeah.
Which
him
honestly,
and his
I'm
wife.
tired of RG3 trying to campaign his way into a fucking job,
I
bro.
really enjoy his
He learned it
social
at
media
Baylor.
though. He gives a lot of cool insights on the league.
Type shit, saying wild shit like big Pittix energy.
I know. I really enjoy his content.
Desmond Howard is funny. Desmond Howard is funny as fuck.
He's a gym.
I love that man.
Take that
Pause.
at all costs.
Anyways, take your tangent. Michael Thomas was arrested after a confrontation with a construction worker.
Hey man, sometimes
Derek
construction-
Carr really putting together the longest yard squad.
I'm just saying, the worst thing that happened to
That
the
Raiders
Saints
energy.
offense, the worst thing that happened to the Saints offense is Derek Carr.
Like
Like, let's be real.
Well, Jameis was a mixed bag when he came in, but I think he'll be all right.
Jameis, they
He
keep
gets more time.
Nah, man, they keep
He
honey
didn't give
dicking
him a real
Jameis.
chance. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
They keep honey dicking Jameis, and it's wrong. Like, let me go, but don't keep me here. Like, that's a toxic relationship.
for sure.
Speaking of which, anyway, so yeah, like Jameis should have been let go to go find other opportunities. Like, imagine how good he'd be on the Bengals right now if he came in the game. But nope, he's sitting behind bum ass Derek Carr, who's out, and they're on a bye week. But it's like Chris Olave's growth is being stunted. Taysom Hill's having damn near career year. Alvin Kamara's having a resurgent year. You got Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown wise, he's been
Well, it
ass
helps
the
when
past
you
couple
have
years.
Derek Carr throwing you dump offs.
Yeah, but he's like running the ball better this year too. And I'm saying like,
Helps when you got 4 weeks of extra legs.
and then it's like Michael Thomas was being productive. I mean, shit. Sometimes you got to get into fights with construction workers. Shit be happening. So I'm not gonna say one way or the other because I don't have a dog in that race. But you know, when it comes to, this is all Derek Carr's fault somehow.
Okay, so this is going to be some very consistent Patriots content
God.
for a second. So
Cool.
So move on. So keep or not move on. Keep how do you say? Bear with me. So Mac Jones was benched again for Zappy. Excuse me. He is
Zappe.
Zappy, I think, right?
This is cool to say Zappe.
It is rumored that he has lost the locker room.
You ever have the locker room? That was a fair, genuine question.
Is there a locker room to have?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean,
That
not as of
defense
like
is-
the last 4 weeks. No.
that defense is like, fuck it. We're just doing
I'm
our
just
job.
saying, like, that team is just like a fucking hodgepodge of personalities.
You
and
can
that's-
tell they're not united.
That's worked for them in the past when they had TB12 leading them. And
Exactly.
They were
Harrison.
winning. And they were winning,
I've said that.
but they don't-
Same
but
thing
they don't
before.
have that anymore. So it's like,
Tom Brady had something about him that he was able to bring together anyone.
well, because he's lived
He's
all
an
stages of the
amazing
game.
leader. He's an amazing leader. And
Because
they don't
he's
have that
lived
leader.
all stages of the game. Like
And
he's
Bill
been,
never had to
he's
step
been
in.
the fourth round pick. He's been the dude who stepped up
He
because
was
of
sixth round
actually
pick.
he was actually the
He's-
last pick of the sixth round.
He's been the fucking
199.
doesn't matter. You get the point I'm making. He's been the late round
Fourth
guy.
and sixth.
last pick of the sixth.
He's been the late round guy. He's been the fucking
Camp arm.
dude who came in for injury. He's been the camp arm. He's been the Pro Bowl. He's been the All Pro. He's been the fucking MVP. He's been the Super Bowl MVP. Like, so doesn't matter who you are. If that dude talks to you, you have to respect him because he's been where you are at, regardless of where you're at or where you're going. So like, he's been the old guy,
positive.
and so that's why it's like he tied everything together. And without that,
It's also
they're just a bunch of misfits. Like,
even the fact, like, yes, Brady too, but and the fact that Brady was such an amazing leader, Bill never had to take that role from Tom, and now he's attempted to and clearly failed miserably. And so,
The Patriot way never worked.
And Mac
Can we just
Jones
say
was-
that?
It clearly did.
No, it was the Tom. It was like the Patriot way, but Tom Brady was like that.
Okay.
That step parent that
I mean, it
Like,
was
you
it was,
trusted
it was
Tom.
Definitely a mix of both. But anyway,
you fuck with Tom, you didn't really fuck with Bill.
so yeah, big news shocker. Mac Jones sucks. Patriots have also lost more than half of the games Brady did is his entire tenure with
okay,
the
this
team.
is some
in the
real
last
Patriots
2
content.
years.
I refuse.
remember
I
when y'all
refuse to
said-
comment.
Patriots
Remember when y'all
have
said
lost-
I couldn't do
refuse to comment.
stats? She's doing
Hold on.
stats.
The Patriots
She's
have
doing
lost
stats.
more than half of the games in the last 2 years that Brady did. in his
This is
20-year
rant
career.
content.
Did
This
you-
is rant content
Did you
for
get
you.
the NFL week
Additionally-
week 11 research notes too, like I did? Damn.
Oh, I just follow Patriots pages.
I actually get those notes too.
On that note,
Sick ass.
on that same note,
Hack my iPad.
Tom Brady is 89-13 at home at Gillette
Was
Stadium.
89-13.
Was.
Well, he's not improving on the record. He's fucking.
This is
retired.
reason number 38.
And
This whole
reason
segment.
103.
however, Mac Jones at home at Gillette Stadium is
Hell of a tangent.
While Brady is 89-13, Mac is 8-13. So
There's no comparing Mac Jones and Tom Brady.
there is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
I was like, it's because he was a first round pick.
Like
That's
their
why you're
arcs
comparing
are
them.
totally fucking different. Like it's unfair to compare him.
Okay,
He can
then
win
what about the
72
Patriots
he can
losing
win
more than half
72
the games
straight.
part?
And honestly, I feel bad for Patriots fans because I think when they look back at this time, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we should have just let go of Bill and let go of Tom, and we shouldn't have been so hard on Mac. We should have just let him be himself
We didn't let
instead
go
of
Tom.
expecting
That's not
him-
what happened.
expecting him to be anything more than just a young quarterback."
Hey, what if y'all get Gruden as y'all next head coach?
We had one good year.
I'd kill
That won't
myself.
happen.
That'd be funny though.
So, yeah, I mean, it is pretty. I mean, yeah, the Mac Jones thing is whatever. It's an interesting stat, but nothing more. But
That's a
but
first round pick
yeah,
though.
the fact that Tom, that we're already crawling up on Tom's total losses as a Patriot since I was a freaking in diapers, and
Nobody
in
cares.
2
That's
years?
that's a very
I'm just letting you know-
narcissistic view of the league. Like
It really is.
nobody cares.
20 years versus.
You also like
Nobody
cried about
cares.
Kansas
I do.
beating Oklahoma.
Nobody cares.
What?
Remember when you're like, oh my God, Kansas has beat Oklahoma the first time in my life, and I'm like, well, yeah, there's like thousands of fucking years of world history.
That
Like,
okay, but that's
you can't
that's a
just focus on
different
the one
situation.
point that like makes
It's
you feel
not one
sad.
point.
The Patriots, you're
I'm
kind of
con-
focusing on like you're comparing the great years to right now instead of just analyzing
20,
right now.
20, 0, not a couple.
I mean,
20.
Technically, 11 and 5, you got to take
decades.
one of those years
The
out because
Twin
Matt Castle was
Towers
the
still
starter.
existed, dog, back then.
Yeah,
Wow,
and the Raiders were the most winningest franchise till like 2005. But
Crazy-
shit happens.
crazy work,
The Raiders were the only team to go to a Super Bowl in every decade until the 2010s.
crazy work.
Shit happens.
Okay.
Like shit decays. Shit
And why do you know
changes.
that? Why do you know that stat line?
'Cause
Because it's
history.
an interesting and impressive.
Because it was at the time, but now it's not, and it
yeah,
doesn't
and
matter.
it's interesting and impressive
Like
to mention
now that
it
we're
now.
further
Yeah,
away
it's
from it,
over.
Okay, but let's not act like it's not interesting.
It's
and impressive
over.
to
It's not
mention.
interesting. We don't care. That's what
You're
we're
in-
telling you.
you're in your stage of grief where you're just denying it.
Yeah, like just let it go. It's over.
They suck now. It's okay.
The easiest way.
One of us.
The easiest way to make yourself miserable is comparison. Like out of any situation.
Defense-
It's
it's a
an
defense,
interesting stat.
It's really not. But
It's
okay.
interesting. Why?
How is it not interesting?
No, it's interesting. Why?
It's
How is it not
interesting. It's
interesting?
interesting that you think it's interesting
How is it not interesting?
Why?
so
because we
real
don't
right now.
care.
No. Why is it interesting to you? Why does it? Why is it important to you individually?
Because it's a statistical anomaly. It's interesting. It's notable.
Are you sure that what
It's
Brady did is a
objectively-
statistical
Can
anomaly?
y'all stop?
Yeah,
For
his
two
What
seconds.
Brady did was a
I'm about
statistical
to-
anomaly.
Again, the whole me defending against the 2 men in the
Well,
the
you
three
asked
men.
for it. You put this
No.
fucking stat on our rundown. You
it's
literally
interesting.
asked
You
It's
killed
for
Tony
it.
Stark's
You
parents. You're
literally
mad at me.
asked
Dude,
for
it's
it.
objectively. Why do you think that I put it on here? It's objectively interesting.
Nobody cares. We
No.
don't care.
It was a headlining story on the score. It's not
Okay.
just me.
Cool.
It's
The
not just
score?
me, no one
Oh
else.
shit! Oh shit! She just said
Stop.
adjacent
Stop.
PFF.
Literally stop.
Okay, what I'm saying
Hundreds
is,
of thousands of people
I
clicked on that thing. and
I
liked
agree
Yeah, and-
that happened, but I'm saying
And
The
5
Raiders-
million people still watch First Take every
the
morning.
Raiders
That
won
doesn't
2
mean
straight
anything.
games. Do I think they're going to make
that
the Super
means
Bowl?
that
Fuck
it's
no.
an interesting.
Talking
bit.
point?
Okay.
I
It's
put a
interesting.
million bits on this thing.
How much
and
money are you
that's
going to
one
put on
of
the
them
Patriots
because
to make
it's
the
Okay.
playoffs?
interesting. Every bit I put on this thing is going to be interesting to somebody. And
Okay.
If you don't find
How-
it interesting, my bad, but it's interesting the fact that the Patriots have already
Okay.
catching up to Tom Brady's losses that he had in 20 years. And if you're going to act like that's not
Are
interesting,
you about to
It's
cry?
really
crazy.
not interesting.
it is
It's really not
interesting.
interesting.
It's so interesting.
It's really not
Okay,
interesting.
I'm-
I'm
no,
That's
no,
not
no,
interesting
I'm-
at all.
No, I will die on this
And the
hill.
more
I
you're
will
selling
literally
it, it's
die on
just
this
making
hill.
it less
I will die on the
interesting.
hill. It's not a hill even. It's normal for
It's on
everybody else
Violet
except
Hill
in the room.
with the Coldplay
I get
song?
it, y'all despise the Pats. I get it.
I don't even care.
It's beyond
Pete-
just despising the Pats.
Pete's more emotionally invested in hating it than I am. I'm just saying.
It's objectively an interesting bit of
Okay,
information.
I
Why are you
agree.
acting
Fine,
like it's
I
not?
agree. However,
That's it. Oh, there is no more. However, that's it.
No,
It's
because I could
interesting.
say I could bring
let's
up
move on.
Raider stats. Like
Let's
the
move on.
Raiders are playing.
It'd be like saying
the Raiders are number one in the league.
It'd be like
for the past
saying
2 games.
Jordan Love has thrown more interceptions than Aaron Rodgers in his last 5 years as a Packers. Like, okay,
No, dude.
Who cares?
It's 4 times more interesting than that stat. because
okay.
it's-
But I'm
it's
saying-
four-
It's still not
four
interesting.
times
4
in the
times
year.
0 0.
If you said that Jordan Love has, if you told me right now that Jordan Love has thrown more than half as many interceptions as Aaron Rodgers did in his 20-year career, that
That'd
would
be
be an
impressive.
interesting fucking stat, my guy.
Cool.
I agree.
Anyway,
The point is, they suck right now.
okay,
And
that's the point. Yes,
you're
they suck.
comparing
That's the point.
you're comparing what they are right now to perfection, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
perfection.
That's not fair. It's not fair to compare
Patriots
him to
have never
Brady.
been perfect.
Brady's practically fucking perfect. He owns almost
Not
every
perfect
winning
either.
stat record. But it's not fair to compare him to a statistical anomaly.
No,
Because
the
he's not a
statistical anomaly is Brady.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
the anomaly.
But you keep comparing him. You keep comparing the Patriots team to Tom Brady's run.
Anything
that's
that
a fucking-
involves the greatest
that's a
football player
Jordan
of all
run.
Time is going to be interesting. Straight up.
Because it just makes him look like a lesser player.
No, it doesn't.
You're comparing Ben Gordon to Michael Jordan. Like,
You're comparing fucking Nick Van Exel
Who
to Kobe.
cares if I am? It's just a stat. It's just interesting. That's it. I don't
No,
know
but
why
I'm
we're
just
on
saying, as a
this.
Patriots fan, I just want you to just.
No, bro, why are we on this? It was an interesting stat.
No, it
Jesus
is.
Christ,
It
can we
is.
move on?
It is. I'm just saying, like,
it's not that interesting.
don't become a prisoner of the
No one-
moment.
okay, good for you that you think that, but the vast majority of people would not agree with you, dog.
Okay, that's funny because this is our podcast and we're telling you it's not interesting.
You agree
Like,
with me that it is interesting.
yeah.
It's interesting for your fan base, but like, if I could drop Raider stats, no one would care because nobody cares.
Because the Raiders have never had or will never have a Tom Brady.
What? See, now that's blasphemous. Do you know who Kenny the Snake Stabler is?
All I know is what? You went to 6 Super Bowls in what, 18 years?
And all of them are shrouded in controversy, except like 2.
No, but besides that, right? So you won a third of the AFC title games out of
More than that.
32.
90% of the division
I
titles.
think it was
So you
over-
had a 1 in 32 chance,
Brady,
and you did that
Brady
shit.
actually won more than half of his AFC, or more than half of his seasons. He was able to make it to the Super Bowl.
He didn't go to 9 Super Bowls.
With like 10.
Went 10.
Okay, so yeah,
He lost
that makes it even
3.
crazier.
He
So
lost 3 and won
he's
7.
gone to fucking
10 Super Bowls.
1/6 of the highest games you could possibly make it to.
Yeah, it's a statistical anomaly.
But that's what Kenny's saying. Is
You
this
have
is a
to-
statistical anomaly? So
It's-
what's the point of comparing it? Like,
It's like comparing.
The thing is,
like
it's
obviously
just-
there's going to be a drop off. Like that's not surprising.
You have to compare. You have to tell me something interesting about this Patriots team right now that you don't compare to the past Patriots teams. Tell me about how Jabril Peppers is a leader on that team.
Tell me something that they're doing that is in line with those teams. That tell me what they're doing that's similar because we know they're not doing a lot that's
Why
similar.
do we-
Especially
what is this
offensively.
conversation, dog? I'm so confused.
So we're saying
I put an interesting tidbit on there.
Yeah.
And we're talking 20 minutes about it when it's supposed to be.
I mean, that's take or
when it's supposed to be
tangent.
30 seconds.
this is
Let's
a
take a
tangent.
tangent.
But
We're
no,
on a
but-
tangent.
But there is no tangent to be had. It was just
That was the tangent. Why is this on our fucking rundown? We don't care about this. That's
Okay, well,
literally
then
the
read rundown and
tangent.
take it off next time. Like I'm confused.
That's the bit.
Take it off if you don't like it.
You're taking it
It's-
personally.
You're taking it personal.
No,
You
there's
are.
Nah,
No,
'cause you're-
there's nothing. It was supposed to be a 30-second thing. Like, wow, yeah, the Patriots are so much worse. That's crazy. Like, yeah. Like,
No, but
wow,
it's like-
that's such a-
Oh, that's so interesting.
I'm shooting the Patriots.
That's great
bail.
radio.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm shooting the Patriots bail by not comparing them to Tom Brady.
Facts.
I'm giving them some grace by not comparing them to their past glory.
And that's what I was
That's not
saying in my
fair.
point of like, Belichick should have just left because that's really the only tie-in.
But
Belichick should go fix
That's the
it.
tie-in.
the whole
Like,
point
it's
is
like it's
Brady
not
left in the
fair.
first place.
Belichick should get
Belichick
fired
It's
and go
not
to the
fair.
Chicago Bears and fix them. How about
That's-
that?
but that's
Well, they
like
said the Browns or the fucking Cowboys. Those are the teams
What
that
the
are most connected to him.
I
Those are
don't
the
see-
rumors.
He would tell Jerry to shut the fuck
Absolutely
up.
not.
That would never happen in Dallas.
The reason that Brady left is because Bill Belichick refused to change or leave. Obviously, he wasn't. gonna
Cleveland would be
leave.
an interesting get back story,
Nobody
though.
thought he was going to leave.
Imagine if he went to.
I mean, what do
Cleveland.
they say about breakups, right? You start breaking up halfway through your relationship anyways. So I'm sure there was turmoil for years. And
Of
it
course
was
there was.
The same thing you
And it was
accepted, you
mutual.
can't stand by
There
the
was
end of it.
turmoil before the Falcons Super Bowl.
Yep. There are all those fucking
was-
stories that broke.
There was turmoil ever since Bill O'Brien stepped foot in that building.
He's the reason.
He's the reason. And Josh McDaniels.
I think that I think that Robert Kraft will never forget him. To be honest,
McDaniels or
Robert Kraft definitely favors Tom over Bill. It's very obvious.
so like he picked his son over his grandchild.
Straight up, just in the way they interact, it's so obvious. Like he treats Tom like his son.
And he realizes I made the wrong choice.
Robert is very much like what's his name, Jerry Jones, in the way that he's very emotionally invested in his players.
Jerry is an ego tripper. Robert Kraft isn't an ego tripper.
Okay, well that's not what I said. I said
I
they're
feel
both,
like it's different though,
I said they're both emotionally invested.
because
players.
Jerry has his guys. Like
But it's Michael Irvin.
they don't
older
really
cats.
have. Nah, even now
He
he
let
has
go of
his
Zeke,
guys.
bro. He let go of Zeke.
But Zeke wasn't his guy, bro. It was his Jason, his guy.
How many chances did he cut?
I agree.
Yeah, but that's
Jason
different.
I
Garrett
agree.
was
I
his
think-
guy.
I think
I'll give
Jerry.
you that.
I think Jerry never garnered that emotional connection.
It was like a on-field connection.
I
I feel like Rob,
Dak-
like
Tony Romo.
Dak, he has that emotional connection. with
I
Dak.
feel like for sure,
100%.
And Tony Romo.
1,000%.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
But I feel like
DeMarcus
you don't
Ware.
really hear about like Robert Kraft guys. Like, oh, these are Robert Kraft guys. Like, those
I feel
are
like you low-key
the
fuck with
children.
Cowboys.
Gronk is a
children he
Robert
hates.
Kraft
Like, you
guy.
low-key fuck
No,
with the
everyone just
Cowboys.
fucking talks about the Cowboys. You got to know about the
No,
fucking
but you, like, I
Cowboys.
think you like low-key fuck with them. Like,
Nah, I
feel
did
you
when they
fuck
had
with-
Cooper.
I feel like you fuck with Dak.
I did when they had Cooper. I don't fuck with Dak, honestly.
You fuck with Dakota.
I could cancel Dak.
You like Dakotas.
I could cancel Dak.
You would go to the Dakotas.
I feel like you like Dak. You
I really
definitely
don't like
Zeke.
Dak.
You watched him
He
at
throws
Mississippi
picks.
State.
You like
I did
CD.
watch him at Mississippi State.
I feel
I
like-
definitely don't like CD.
Hey, as a
Now,
person,
you didn't- you
I
stopped
CD
feel
was off my board.
You stopped liking him when you saw Dak Prescott get punched
CD
out
was
at
off
that
my board.
concert. That's when you stopped liking him.
I feel
Nah,
like
I
No,
stopped-
he
you
got
have-
knocked out. You're like, I
feel
can't
you have,
can't support that.
subliminal, like,
No, I
dislike
stopped
for
liking
the
Dak when he
Cowboys.
became the Black Tony Romo like 3 years ago.
That's disrespectful.
Throwing picks in the fourth
That's
quarter.
fucking disrespectful. Tony Romo never won. Dak actually
And
won
Dak's
playoff
won?
games.
Dak's won what?
I mean,
One?
whose fault was that last
One?
play?
He's won a
Whose-
whole one more?
No, whose fault? Yeah.
What,
So
nothing?
I mean, he never
Dak's won a
fucking.
playoff game before, has he?
I thought he
No,
won one.
They beat the Bucs that one.
Yeah, he won.
Does that
one.
even count?
I mean, does that even
We don't even remember it.
I fucked with them when they had Zeke,
They
Cooper,
blew up that
Smith.
team and
do, 'cause I was
they
rooting
forced
for the
T.O.
Bucs.
out. They had bad luck ever since
I
they
fucked
forced
with
T.O.
them when
out.
they had Cooper, Zeke, Smith, the fucking Notre Dame guard. Like,
Zach-
I fucked with
he's
them.
still
Martin,
there.
Martin, well, I fucked with them then.
You
D-Law.
love
Like
Jaden
Troy
Smith,
Aikman.
D-Law.
of course. You love Jalen Smith. You used to.
Y'all-
I did
can
like
y'all
Jalen
tell,
Smith.
Troy-
Van Der Esch.
Troy Aikman fucking hates the Cowboys. Like, can you tell?
Well,
He
I
He
don't,
hates Zach Wilson.
I don't know.
Troy Aikman fucking hates the
I
Cowboys.
don't know. Troy Aikman has the best moral compass in these streets.
I
It's
don't know
crazy
if
how
Troy
Troy
Aikman's
Aikman really
I'm
looks
just
like white
saying,
Jay-Z,
if
but
if anyone was gonna like the Cowboys, it should have been Troy Aikman.
I think he was a Jimmy Johnson guy.
He clearly does not fuck with the Cowboys.
I think he was a Jimmy Johnson guy.
When he's like, "Oh, I went to the Santa Monica Pier for the first time, even though I worked at Fox and worked in UCLA, and I went to UCLA, but I went
But he went.
to
Where did
Cupcake
he
with
go
my
first?
23-year-old girlfriend.
Where did
Like,
he go
all right.
first? Where did Troy Aikman go first?
I forgot.
Oklahoma.
There you
And
go.
then he transferred to UCLA. So let's not act like
and you know
he's
why
a-
he left?
because he had beef with. Was Barry Switzer the coach at Oklahoma?
He was.
Yeah, he had beef with Barry Switzer.
And then what happened?
Barry Switzer took over the team.
And then what happened?
Then they had beef. And they
then
won the
he-
Super
and
Bowl
then
with
he-
Jimmy
he
Johnson's
got-
players.
He had to play at the Cowboys with Barry Switzer as his head coach anyway.
He's like, fuck.
Next song.
For real.
They probably really hate each other in real life.
Oh, dude, they fucking hate each other, dude.
Barry Switzer had a career off that for real.
Oh yeah, dude. But hey, man, that was Barry Switzer's team.
Was it Barry Switzer's team?
It was. Anyway, moving on. So okay, we didn't have a lot of crazy drama. In the
Don't worry,
NFL
we're on
this
record
week.
time because the room's booked till 11, so we're good, guys. We're doing great.
We didn't have a lot of crazy drama in the NFL this week, so our fair or fade is a little bit.
Oh, I got
Wait,
some-
I got
some fades. I got a couple fades.
Wait, I got two more Taker tangents, and I didn't know we were done.
Oh, okay, go
It's
ahead.
10:30.
All right. Anthony Barr resigns with the Vikings. Taker tangent, Kenny.
Always come home eventually.
They said he's going to replace Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, because he had a fucking contusion in his shin or something like that.
Which,
Crazy.
how the fuck do you fuck up your shin?
No,
That's
like, bro,
crazy.
that shit can happen, and it's horrifying.
Yeah,
the things you can do to the human body are pretty fucked up. Like those Mortal Kombat cutscenes where they show an X-ray of you getting your shit pushed in. Like, fam, I wouldn't want that to happen.
So satisfying, kind of though. It's gross.
It's like
really satisfying.
Yeah, it's like, damn, you just broke his face. You just
really,
fractured that dude's skull.
YouTube, like, it was like a 30-minute long YouTube video that
just
showed,
cutscenes?
It showed all fatalities.
Yeah, I had a fatality
I was
where
definitely less human after I finished watching it.
I mean, at least you didn't watch fucking Faces of Death. That's just creepy. I can't watch that shit. I don't want to see what a motherfucker's face looks like right when they're about to die. That's awful. But like,
You ever seen the light drain from somebody's eyes?
You ever hear a soul sing Geronimo? No, and I don't think actually I have, but
I feel like it's
creepy.
People's pupils tend to dilate when they die. It's weird.
But also, it's like you can see into the soul of a motherfucker right when they're about to go. Because like my grandfather,
you can tell when it leaves them.
Like, you can feel it gets colder in the room. It's fucking creepy. Like my grandfather died in front of me. Like we locked eyes, and I just like looked down the hallway and said, "Hey, Auntie Marianne, Grandpa's not here anymore." Like, and I was 4, so it's like when you see a motherfucker's spirit.
Wait, what happened? You're saying your grandfather saw someone that they knew?
No, like my grandfather died in front of me. Like, he gave me his last words, and then I realized it as like he was going away, and then he just died. And then I was like, "Hey, Auntie, Grandpa went to sleep, but I don't think he's." I was like, "Grandpa, like." And then my aunt Marianne immediately knew, like, oh shit, he's gone. I knew he was gone at the time, but like I'm 4, so it registered in waves. But like, yeah, like seeing somebody like fade, that shit does something to you. But yeah, that's why like they say,
seeing someone, I thought you said you didn't see anyone die.
No, I did.
Have seen someone die.
Yeah, I said, you ever heard somebody's soul sing Geronimo? Like, it's a Pusha T bar, but like, yeah, it's a real thing. So I don't know how we got on that, but
Do you want to read? Because you started reading.
What, fair thing?
Yeah.
So you had one more?
I already said Todd Barr. Yeah.
Okay.
And Jordan Hicks' knee, and then we talked about mortalities and fatal. Fucking, yeah.
I got 2 more favorite fades, though, for sure.
One of them was Jada Pinkett.
Starting
wild.
more lighthearted, I suppose. Christian McCaffrey, he had a touchdown streak of 17 games. This last game against the Jags, unfortunately, it got broken. He was 1 touchdown short of breaking Lenny Moore's record. When he was interviewed about it, you could tell he was clearly annoyed because he tried to get said touchdown, and the ball just never really got to him correctly. He said, quote, "I suck. Everyone on the team scored except me," and a lot of people think he was trying to
Be facetious. Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's a fade because he fucked up my parlay. I thought for sure he was gonna hit, bro. For sure.
I think he scored 20 points still, though. But like, that's a fade because my fantasy team needed that victory and I didn't get it. But also, like, just like Kyle Shanahan's play calling to fuck up in the end zone. All I'm saying is, you could have just had him run a wheel route. You could have had him line up in a slot, run an out route on the goal line. Like, you could have moved him. Some of that backfield motion is dumb because the defense is going to sell out because it's McCaffrey. So they could have got him a touchdown. I just think the way they handled it wasn't great. But hey, they won the game. They blew out the Jaguars. It would have been cool to see him win the record, but also Twitter was funny because they're like, that's how white men run the football. But also, like, they're like, well, black man still owns a record, so fuck off. So, yeah, that was kind of funny with just football Twitter going back and forth with that. It's a friendly fade. Shit. Next one.
All right, Patriots captain Wise backs Belichick against criticism after falling to 2-8 for the second time in Belichick era.
Dietrich Wise.
We don't have a bad team.
You have a pretty bad team, bro.
Dietrich Wise.
He's like, we don't have bad players. We're just unlucky. Like, we don't have a bad team. Like, we've gotten
so you're USC essentially.
I mean, their 2 wins also came like on 1 score, right?
Yeah, but 5 of their losses came by 1 score.
So
that last second touchdown against the Bills, Gesicki.
And 4 of those 5 losses are against top 5 teams.
The margin of error in the league is small.
Didn't they lose to the Raiders?
They lost.
They did lose to the Raiders.
They lost against the Eagles
But even the Raiders, 5
They
wins.
lost against the Dolphins 28-26. They lost against the
Well, the Dolphins only be losing teams.
They lost against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl contender, 28-23.
Sure, goddamn did.
But the Raiders are 5-5, and like all 5 of their wins are by 1 score, and they've had like 3 losses by like 1 score.
We haven't had any like blowout wins. All of our wins have been close.
Raiders have definitely got blown out 3
Our
times.
losses have been close as well. So
Yeah.
we've never really. I don't think we've. We've.
But
had
that's what they say is the worst.
Blowout this season, it was the Cowboys.
But that's what they say is the worst. Is
We'd
not
rather-
being good, but not being bad. Like they're just the middle of the pack.
Would you rather lose close or get blown the fuck out the
Middle of
frame?
the pack would be a compliment though, because they're 2-8.
Is it?
So
I mean, but would you rather? At least they're gonna get a high draft pick. They're gonna get a high draft pick.
You're not getting blown out. You're competitive, and you're still going to get a high draft pick.
You're not getting Caleb, but
like I said,
you get
middle of
Mike.
You're
the
not
pack.
getting Caleb, but you'll get a good
Middle of the
player.
pack.
You'll get Drake May.
Compliment for a team that's 2-8
Get
is
Drake
what I'm
May.
saying.
If the Patriots get Drake May, I'm talking all the shit. I'm talking all the shit. Like, so you just drafted Mac Jones, but more athletic. Got you.
All right, next one.
Great
Trayvon.
drawings, by the way.
Thanks.
I think it was Monday Night Football, but Trayvon Diggs tweeted after the Buffalo blew the game.
You got to get him out of there.
He was like, they got to get 14 out of there. Afterwards, people kind of were talking shit, and we're like, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. And he's like, I'm not responsible for how other people feel. I'm just speaking about my opinion on my brother, basically. So, fair or fade?
I think he could get traded to Dallas, and that would be really interesting.
I feel like that's where it's headed. I feel like this is
You
foreshadowing
can't give up CD Lamb. You're gonna have
for
to
the
give
script.
up Tony
Diggs?
Pollard. The
Stephon
Bills,
Diggs?
the Bills trading Stephon Diggs to Dallas.
Reunite with the bro.
Maybe for a
Yeah.
first, second?
Would they
Tony
give up?
Pollard and a first round pick.
That's a lot.
They wouldn't give up.
You know how
Tony
much
for that.
fucking Stephon Diggs is worth?
I don't think they give up.
I mean, they only gave up a first to get him, right?
You gave up a first to get him, and he was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I'm not giving up more
played
than one first for him.
Okay, shit. If you can get Tony Pollard back, you're gonna want a player and a pick. Buffalo doesn't get shysted on trades.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take back Brandon Cooks a first and a 7th.
Oh, I'd be fucking mad. No, imagine they give up Brandon Cooks and Tony Pollard. Second.
They're not giving up Tony Pollard, bro. I don't even think they could trade him. He's on a franchise tag, right? Yeah, so they can't really even trade him, bro.
I mean, well, I'm talking about the end of the year.
Even at the end of the year, you can't trade a franchise player. You got to trade him by himself.
The new league year?
You got to trade him by himself. You can't trade him with other people.
I just feel like they would want Tony Pollard, but I don't think they're going to get him because you got James Cook, who's not really that bad. He hasn't fumbled he only fumbled 1 time in his career. And like he went like a long time without fumbling. But yeah.
All right. And then the last one that I had was, I forgot. I guess it wasn't that important.
I got 2 of them. Start with Jada Pinkett Smith, and then I'm gonna end it with the one on the.
Just read it, bro. You don't got to write it right now. Yeah, nobody.
So the dude,
Doesn't
nah,
matter,
that's
bro.
different. This is just like, no. I just want to say, every time I hear something about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, I feel like I'm being socially waterboarded
Okay,
against
so
my
this
will.
is a rant. This is not a fair or fade. This is Kenny's opinion. This is a rant.
No. I'm not there yet. Because she said, Jada Pinkett Smith came out and said to TMZ, oh, well, I guess Will's former manager, whatever, came out and said that, like, he walked in on Dwayne Martin giving Will Smith back shots. And then he went,
No, he said, quote, it was murder in there.
you're a piece of shit. I
He
was trying to
said
avoid
that.
that.
He said that, bro. Quote.
It was
He
Bagger
said-
Vance
He
2.0.
said, I walked in there, it was murder in there.
Right.
Killing
So
this
YNW Melly
He
was
said he was
playing.
killing this shit.
That's awful. All I'm saying is, fair or fade, it's that entire family talking publicly.
Yeah, bro, I really don't care about this. I think the only thing that I care about.
I know more about this than I ever wanted to in my life. Like, I know less about some of my cousins than I know about these motherfuckers.
I really wish if they all just fell off the face of the earth.
Honestly, none like
Will came out and said, that's my best friend after she fucking kicked his back in. I'm like, and his mother was sitting right there. I was
honestly, though, like their careers aren't even that relevant at this point. At this point, they just kind of
he's destroyed his career on her
both
behalf.
of them, all three of
She
them.
never had a
Even the
career.
kids.
Bro,
No one even cares
she's
about
had
the
a
kids
career in
anymore.
like 10 years, bro.
Nobody even cares about the kids anymore.
They
Like,
never cared about the kids. Fuck her music.
the kids had talent coming up. They were
Had.
young and
Had.
they had talent and potential.
Had.
But
Was-
they became more sideshows than
They actually,
phenoms.
Jaden was putting out good music.
That's
like,
what I'm
Alessia
saying.
Carr, like, and then
That's what I'm saying. They
motherfucker
went,
said,
they
Tyler,
went-
the Creator's my
Willow was
boyfriend.
putting out some good shit too, bro. You were
Yeah.
that's
Something about the fifth dimension or some shit. That was actually apparently a banger song.
But that's what I'm saying.
She
They
put out some
became
good shit.
less phenom and more sideshow.
Now the kids are starting to
and
speak
now the
out.
parents
like,
are like that too.
I
It's
think
like,
Will's legacy will be fine.
no, Will's legacy is tarnished forever. What are you talking about? He's banned from the Oscars.
Yeah, but
Like, everybody
man.
thinks he's a cuck. Like, he's ruined.
But
She's just a miserable
he's
person.
been in so many exceptional movies, though. Like you will never like you won't get past him.
In the
He's
words,
one of the greatest actors of that generation.
yeah, but he's never gonna.
Jada,
Live
on
this
the
down.
other hand, her reputation is done. The kids will suffer immensely as well. Will be fine though.
Will is fucked.
We will
I think the
forget.
sad part about Will is that he's literally been in like 3 fucking biopics. Like they really try to make everyone Will Smith.
Yeah,
So it's like,
tell the truth.
What?
bruh.
He was the dude, the doctor in the movie Concussion. He did Chris Gardner in The
Which was a
Pursuit
good
of
movie.
Happiness, which was a
It's an
great.
amazing movie.
Oh,
You got to read the book. It's even more fucked up. He actually got that dude actually got raped.
Malcolm X.
They left that out.
Malcolm X.
He was
7 seconds.
Oh.
Did you
Ali?
just 7 pounds?
7
He
Ali?
was not. He was not Malcolm X ever.
Was
That was
he?
Denzel.
I Am Legend.
Was it?
Denzel was Malcolm X.
I
What
Am
the fuck? How
Legend
you
was
not
a
know
banger,
this?
bro.
Really?
I Am Legend was insane. I cried when I watched that movie for the first time.
I mean,
The
those
alternate
movies
ending?
are good, but they're not like fucking iconic.
Will
Yeah.
Smith's movies?
I
are
Robot was
iconic.
underrated.
Hancock?
Hancock.
I mean, they're good.
Nah,
Dude.
man, that he acted his ass
Men
off
in
in
Black?
Hancock.
But if the alien,
Hancock should have never been
okay,
as
so
good
if
as
the
it
aliens
was.
come and are like, "Yo, give me your top 5 flicks," you're gonna be like, "iRobot, 7 pounds, and fucking Hancock." Here you
7
go.
Pounds was an amazing movie.
All those movies are good.
I
I'm not
actually haven't
shitting
seen
on
7
them.
No,
pounds.
not
I
good.
disagree.
I'm just saying they're not
not
in
good,
my
amazing.
top 10.
Pursuit of Happiness
They're
is
in
up
your
there,
top
though.
10.
Pursuit of Happiness
Will
is there.
Smith is my top 5 favorite actors. Yeah,
See, you say that because you like him and he is great, but like he's ruined.
exceptional.
He's ruined his like.
But
He
we
will never be
forget.
respected the
But
same
we
way he
will
was
forget.
before.
We as a society
No, we
are
won't.
quick to forget.
He's a black man in America. They're never gonna let
We
him
will
live
be
that shit
quick
down.
to forget. I don't know what that means.
Because you're not a
but-
black man in America. You're not supposed to know what it means.
I mean, shit, man. Deshaun Watson's playing football for the
Don't
Cleveland
compare
Browns.
Deshaun Watson has
So-
never had a fucking magnum opus. Like
Because
fucking
his situation is
he's-
much more.
his peak was
controversial.
against Alabama. His peak was beating Alabama.
Honestly, I feel
and-
like it was kind of against Oklahoma.
wow. Now you gotta let that go. Nobody, you gotta let that go.
What do you mean? I was shitting on my own team when I said that.
I know. That's like, come on.
I mean, come on.
Don't shit on it. Like,
No, I mean, that as salty as I am about it, like that was peak pretty much.
real fucking salty. Like, holy
I'm
shit.
hella salty about that stuff.
Your kidneys must be hurting.
Yeah, pretty harshly actually. But no, I think we as a society will forget. I think Will Smith will continue to go down as one of
The greatest who slapped
greatest
Chris Rock at the
actors
Oscars.
of his generation.
He slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. We'll never forget that. Black people as a society, we won't.
Dude, I Am Legend, dude. I Am Legend is definitely one of my favorite movies.
Honestly, iRobot was better.
iRobot was great.
iRobot was better
That's what I'm
because
saying. Independence Day.
yes,
Dude, he's in so many bangers.
but then they made a
he's
sequel
in
and
so
fucked it
many
up.
bangers.
They made a sequel and fucked it up.
He is in so many classics. Jesus Christ. And I know there's a million that I'm forgetting right now.
Hitch.
Hitch.
Wild Wild West wasn't a
Okay,
bad movie.
Let's
Wild
not,
Wild West was
let's
funny.
not act like Shark Tale wasn't a classic. Too.
Shark Tale was the shit.
Shark Tale was lucky hit.
That shit was banging.
That shit was a classic.
But I'm saying like none. Those aren't in my top. Fucking.
Of course
25
not.
How many
movies.
other actors could you name 15 movies out off the top
Yeah,
of
Will
your
Smith
head?
got 20
I mean,
movies
that's
you can
fair.
name that are great.
That's fair.
I mean,
If you want to give him the range, for sure.
yeah, for sure.
And Fresh Prince of Bel Air. We didn't even
If I
get to
had
his TV
if
work
I had
yet.
to give anyone the best range of any actor, I think it'd be Johnny Depp.
What? Depp has had some duds.
I just said he has the best range. Okay, Will Smith's had some duds too.
But
Dude played Jack Sparrow and Willy Wonka. Tell me how he doesn't have the greatest.
I don't. He's more. He's Edward Scissorhands for me.
Scissorhands.
But I don't really give a fuck about Willy Wonka. He's not my Willy Wonka. I refuse. I fucking refuse. It's Gene Wilder and nobody else.
Willy Wonka was better.
Gene Wilder's? Oh, you smoking a loud pack of crack. You really think Gene Wilder was not a better Willy Wonka? That's a fade.
Johnny Depp was a better.
The originator. I said good day, sir.
Johnny Depp was a better Willy Wonka.
That's crazy word.
He's a better.
My hot take.
That movie wasn't even
not
good.
Only was he a better
My
Willy
hot
Wonka,
take. Both of those movies are overrated.
Well, yeah.
Well,
and The Grandfather's a bozo.
Okay, I disagree, but what I was trying to say is that Johnny Depp has amazing range.
I fuck with the book though.
How is he a better?
I think the
than
book
the
is
original.
better than the movies.
How is he better than the original?
No,
Gene
sometimes
Wilder.
the cover is better than the original song. It happens sometimes.
Gene Wilder was acting his ass off, and I don't know anything Gene Wilder other than that movie.
Like a Day to Remember, Since You've Been Gone. Better than the Kelly Clarkson version.
Wow, that was a deep cut. Kudos to you. Okay, sometimes originals,
Honestly,
sometimes sequels are better.
What's the song?
Like Taylor Swift's new shit is better than her old shit.
Heartless by Kanye. Y'all know who Chris Allen is? There's a cover
Sounds
by Chris
familiar.
Allen. He's a former winner of the American Idol show.
We don't talk
Honestly,
about that.
like he outdoes Kanye on his own song. It's like, Disturbed, Sound of Silence.
Okay, I got one for you.
100 million.
You know
times
Flashing
better.
Lights? There's a white dude who did like a version of Flashing Lights.
He got outdid by two different.
That
white
shit's
men?
kind of fire though. No, like that shit is fire. You can find it. I think his name's Colin or something. You can find it on YouTube.
Disturbed, Sound of Silence, best cover I've ever heard.
I'll
in my
give you
entire
that
life.
one. I heard myself today to see if I still feel.
What? That's Hurt by 9 Inch Nails.
And Johnny Cash did it.
Okay, but I thought we were talking about Disturbed.
No, but I'm also saying like we were talking about covers, like people that did covers of songs.
No,
Like,
but we were just talking about.
well, yeah, I fuck with Disturbed. I
No,
love
but
it.
no, 9 Inch Nails' version is better in my opinion as well. In my opinion.
I'm gonna test that theory tonight. I'm gonna go back and listen to both. Because it's like it's been so
the 9
long.
Inch Nails version got itself on Rick and Morty, and the original didn't.
By the way, I gotta catch up on Rick and Morty, but I know what happened. with the
Don't
last
tell
episode. Oh God, you're behind on everything.
You just said you have to catch up too.
She's drawing, bruh.
Yeah, you should probably try to get a
I
job
got a
on Rick and
full-time
Morty.
job. I got a life.
Yeah, you should probably
I got
get a job on
cats,
Rick and
a dog,
Morty.
a fiance, a freaking. I work
Wow,
out.
you did the
She got
fiance
money?
after the cats and the dog and
Damn.
the job. Damn.
In terms of importance, so she has to. I don't have to wipe my fiance's ass.
I got video games. I have
Damn,
to catch up on.
is he even a captain in your life?
You still haven't even finished Shameless yet.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Does he even walk out to the coin toss?
One Piece.
Fuck.
Is he the special? Is he the old dude at the spring game who gets a touchdown?
The one starting quarterback in the league that doesn't have a C on his shirt? That's fucked up,
Nah.
man.
He's the dude at the spring game who gets a pity touchdown. No, I'm just joking.
All right, your last one.
Last one. Diddy. In the words of Star, we got him. This motherfucker getting caught up in a RICO, and then Cassie putting rape charges against him.
Really?
Rape and abuse.
Wasn't that his girl? Wasn't that his girl?
I mean, and then allegedly Kim Porter dying of suspect ways. And Diddy, a.k.a. Brother Love. Oh, no. It's bigger than Pac. Like, it gets worse. It's a deep, dark criminal link. Y'all,
Did they find out who killed Pac recently?
they know who killed Pac. It was fucking LAPD.
But
And then they,
put out the hit that got Pac killed.
but Diddy wanted it too.
Everybody
Like,
knows that.
Diddy and Shook had beef, and Pac was in the crossfire.
Just kidding, Mr. Diddy. Don't kill me.
He can't do it now. I mean, you all saw South Park. Diddy definitely killed somebody on South Park. But like, apparently, there's been rumors. So that's what I'm saying about the East Coast. They got all these fucking dirty skeletons in their closet, all these dead rappers, and then they act like the East Coast isn't responsible for their own rappers getting killed. But whatever. Yeah, this shit is a whole fade. Like, no, bro, go read on Twitter and the charges. Like, Cassie divorced him, got married, and had a baby as soon as she got away from Diddy. All his girlfriends, look at Making the Band. They were making people fight to get on a song. How he ruined Danity Kane. Everybody from Danity came coming out saying, yeah, Aubrey O'Day, like, he did us fucking dirty.
I mean, we been knew he kind of sucked.
Hell, Machine Gun Kelly. How come Machine Gun Kelly don't talk about Diddy?
Why are we talking about?
He was signed to Diddy.
Hey, well, he's
And that flopped out. And also, he just got quiet. I'm just saying, everybody around Diddy is either dead, broke, or fucked
Wait,
up.
really? He's on Diddy's label.
I don't think he signed him anymore, but he was signed to Diddy for a long time.
It's funny because you know that what's that song Kill Shot? The one where Eminem he disses
Yeah.
MGK. On that song, Eminem mentions how Diddy put out the hit Caught Kill on that song dissing MGK.
Well, yeah. Hit him up really wasn't supposed to. It's a whole.
It all comes around. Small
Yeah,
world.
Diddy's finally getting his karma after all these fucking years, is what I'm saying. So this is a fade on all that shit. Because Diddy just used up people's publishing and gave it back to him when it's worth nothing. Like, let's just be real. Go listen to all the interviews with Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane. They just not all bitter. Like, they wanted to continue the group, and he purposely shut it down. And kept their rights. And gets money off their shit that was selling. And now Cassie's like, rape, abuse, all these allegations. She ain't got no reason to lie. And now he might get caught up in the RICO because Keefy D's talking. I'm like, come on, man. Diddy always been dirty. Diddy been on some evil, foul gangster shit, but like, he's finally getting his comeuppance. That's the fade for me. Everybody's acting like he always acted like he was some goody two shoes. Like, nah, bro. One, I don't really trust dudes
This
from
ain't
New
even
York.
fair or fade, bro. This should have been Let's Talk About It. If you really want to talk about it.
But we can't. I couldn't open the show.
There's really no fair or fade here. It's all
fade. Is what I'm saying. So we can revisit this at a later date because the charges with Cassie. Go read what she said.
I did.
It's a lot, and then now you see all these East Coast media figures who've been quiet for years or have known Diddy's dirt. Now they want to come out and say shit, or people who've been saying shit about Diddy. Craig Mack, he went out bad. All these dudes around him who have gone out bad, but Diddy's still here eating, saying he's a billionaire, giving to HBCUs. Come on. Let's slaughter some of these sacred cows. Diddy's always been for sale.
I didn't realize they had like
Diddy's
a
a
fucking
businessman.
15-year relationship. I didn't realize that they
Yeah.
were 20 years apart. Like,
And it's
and now it's just like normal. Like, no one raised any questions about it.
just with Kim Porter. He groomed Kim Porter allegedly.
Isn't Kim Porter a lot? Is closer in age?
His
though?
baby mother died mysteriously. But there are rumors. There have been long-term rumors from people who are around him that said, like, yeah, he groomed Kim Porter. The way Jay-Z allegedly groomed Foxy Brown. Or people around Foxy Brown were grooming her. She was 14. She was super young when she did, like, a magazine cover. Oh, yeah. East Coast hip-hop history is dirty. It is a very dirty, dark history. A lot of murder, the cops, street shit. There's a reason why 50 Cent keeps shooting at Diddy, and Diddy ain't saying shit back to 50 Cent. How come you not saying nothing to 50, Diddy? We know why you're not saying nothing to 50, because 50 will really air this bitch out.
You ever seen that?
He got shot 9 times because of his first album, not because of Get Rich or Die Trying. He was telling on street dudes.
I don't know why Aubrey O'Day gets all the hype. I feel like
She was the lead
wasn't-
singer. But then Dawn was good too, and then they did Diddy Dirty Money. Come on now.
You know, one of my favorite things about
Was
50.
she?
One of my favorite things about 50
I like the short
is
one.
his
heat.
unbridled
Short, skinny one.
disposition
Towards Rick Ross?
towards Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, they be friends and then they don't be
He
friends.
no, dude. There's no friends. He fucking despises Floyd Mayweather. You kidding me? There's
You
nothing.
got more
but,
money than him.
There's nothing but hate in there. But I love it. Like I love it. Like it's
They
one
be
of my-
cool, but he be
It's,
shitting on
it's
them.
one of my favorite things about 50 is that how
He's a
much,
petty
how
motherfucker.
he like gets on the mic. Like he just gets on socials all the time. It's just like, yeah, I fucking hate Floyd Mayweather, just like all the time. Have you seen the one where he's like the ALS challenge one?
That was fucked
You
up.
said that one?
Yeah.
It's like if you can read one page out of a Harry Potter book, I'll donate however much money you want, bro.
Yeah, 50 is an asshole. Like, I wouldn't want to be near 50 either because I don't trust 50.
What did
That
he say
motherfucker's
about
a snake.
something to me? He's like, why you fucking saying fuck me for? Why don't you say fuck whatever? He fucked your baby mama and then took your da-da-da-da.
He was also talking about, like, what the fuck Usher do? That's
He's the one who fucked your baby mama and he did this.
like, that 50 Cent meme. people were using when they're like, damn, what the fuck Usher do? They were using 50 Cent when he said, what the fuck I do?
I absolutely, dude. Like, I've never been huge into 50's music, but like, I like
Him as a troll.
I like quite a few of his songs, but I just love him as a person. He's
Don't get too close to him, though.
He's fucking hilarious, dude.
That's the reason why I haven't.
All right, so can we get to our ass now?
Yeah, because we got like 5 minutes.
All right, you want to go first, Nikki?
Did a million things that have pissed me off this week. I know nobody cares, but I'll talk about it because there is a golfer. His name is Rory McIlroy, and he is a golfer in the PGA Tour, and he is one of the main dudes, and he is like on this board that basically like
I fucking love her golf stories, bro.
I care more about your golf stories than I do your Patriots
content,
stats. Like,
for sure.
Like I need more golf content from you.
okay, I will give you.
I want golf on the rundown next week.
As much golf content as you'll allow me. Okay, so
5 minutes worth.
So okay, perfect. I'll try to make this 2. So Rory he's like a main board member on the PGA Tour for like basically like advocating for the players, if that makes sense. So he's kind of like a union rep for the players almost. He was given this position because he's been very outspoken about his disposition towards the LIV tour, because he just didn't agree with not only just like them trying to like step on the PGA Tour's toes, he also just didn't agree with like, you know, the people that were funding it. It was just like a bunch of like, like the Saudi Arabia and whatnot, their morals and stuff. But anyway, he very suddenly resigned from his position as the union rep for the players pretty much the other day because he said that he felt disrespected by the PGA Tour after they like merged with the LIV League, after he put in all of this work and all of this back-breaking work and like basically stuck his neck out for the PGA and like defended the PGA like tooth and nail for like over a year, and then they just ended up turning around and making a deal for money. And so he very quietly and respectfully and professionally resigned his position in the most golfer way possible. But like if this happened in like the NFL, like it would be much more dramatic because it's such like a gentleman's league that like they can't say anything. So even like the act of it, that him doing it is so disrespectful in and of itself that it's just like such a major fade. It's crazy, but I'm very proud of him. And fuck the PGA, fuck the PGA commissioner. You guys all suck.
And the clicky claims.
I cannot believe that after all of that shit talkery, y'all turn around and make a deal with the devil just for a little bit of extra grip. Really proud of him, and I'm really, really happy to say that he's my favorite golfer. Stand up for your morals, blower.
Cool, I'm going to keep this short and sweet.
And also, I can't believe that they're making a live-action Legend of Zelda movie. I absolutely despise Sony for doing this to me. If you all fuck this up, I'm going to never forgive you guys. I'll kill myself in the fucking theater on opening night. I swear to God.
Like the Sonic before they redid Sonic?
No, dude.
We bullied them into making a better Sonic. I love that.
100 million trillion times worse. I will be there on opening night. I'll be there at midnight watching that motherfucking movie, and I will kill myself in the theater as soon as...
This hope it's better than Venom 2.
Link gets on the mic,
she doubled down on killing herself.
He goes,
part.
hi-ya, haha, just kidding. My name is Link. I'm going to literally shoot myself in the theater. I won't be able to handle it. But I'll be there for it.
Probably shouldn't say
I'll be there for it, but then I won't be able to handle it. I'll be there, but I'll be a hater the whole time. Anyway, go ahead.
Just hating outside the club, but inside the club, in the back corner, next to the bathroom.
It's only because I'm not the biggest hater. I'm the biggest lover of Zelda. And everyone who's a real true Zelda fan knows that a live action version of this movie that has Link, that has an actual voice actor,
could suck.
Probably will suck ass. And if they fuck this up, it will be so detrimental to the Legend of Zelda like manga, like series, like lore.
There'll be crying sessions at every con all over the world. You can just holding somebody.
Do you remember the backlash whenever the ending of Attack on Titan came out in the manga? Like 1 million people was like telling
it just
Nappa
got
to
me
it.
like 2 weeks to get over that.
Like it will be a million times worse than that.
Shout out to One Piece. But yeah, I got new glasses and I got a haircut.
Hey.
Still got more gray hair popping out. My nephew,
Dr. Cornell Kenny.
hey dog, don't ever call me Cornell West. That man got a whole domestic violence history of beating up women. Like, chill. Chill. I don't want that comparison. And I'm not gap teeth like him. That's crazy. All that money, all these years, you won't get your fucking hair cut, your teeth fixed, or nice. I got a shape up and a trim up.
All right, man.
Come on, like, get your shit together, Cornell West. And nobody's voting for you for president. You're fucking splitting the vote, but whatever. Yeah, I'm just glad I made it through a really rough, long, tedious week. I work tomorrow, and then the USC game is gonna be really interesting. The playoffs and everything shakes out because I'm trying to get credentials to, cover Washington if they make it to the national title game and the playoff and all that good stuff. So you might see TDT at the national title game, hopefully, because they hold us last year. But
Wait, really? Where is it again?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Which one was like the championship game? Because I think the Sugar Bowl is in it this year, the Rose Bowl. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Just trying to make it through the day, do your shit, love your loved ones, love on your loved ones while you can. Get Diddy the fuck out of here. Been saying that. Not just because I'm from the West Coast and from the Bay Area. We already got our own beef with Bad Boy up there. But I'm probably forgetting something else, but fuck it.
Listen, man, I don't think anyone's fighting to knock fucking weed. Every step I take, every move you make, or fucking we ain't going nowhere, or fucking all about the Benjamins, or fucking victory, like.
Or
he's got some
going
like
home, I'm going home.
He's got some like deep cuts, but it's like
his last album got Grammy nominated. Shout out to SZA getting Grammy nominated. What the fuck is new R&B album?
He's got some slaps, but
they made 2 R&B fucking categories.
But
Grammys
honestly, bro, I could go without all that shit. What I couldn't go without is Biggie. What I couldn't go without, I'm sorry, man. I can't. I believe I can fly, man. R. Kelly, I still say that's the best version. I'll go to my grave saying that's the best fucking version, bro. And there's like 3 other R. Kelly songs that are in my canon that I can't get rid of. But Michael, y'all can keep him.
Canon. Wait, hold on. Did you say Michael Jackson?
Yeah, you can keep him. I'm good.
What the fuck? But you gonna keep R. Kelly?
I'm good.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Billie Jean. Beat It.
Yeah.
Rock
They're all
you.
great songs.
Rock
I'm just saying,
you.
they're all great songs.
Hey, fam,
I'm not gonna hate on them.
I'm not canceling Michael or Prince.
I'm not gonna hate on them, but I'd rather listen to Prince.
People want to cancel Prince, surprisingly. You saw Purple Rain, right? You saw Purple Rain, right?
Documentary?
No, you saw Purple Rain, the movie, right?
No.
In the fucking show. This has been Touchdowns and Tangents. I'm fucking done. She ain't
Well,
seen
fuck
Purple Rain.
me. I don't want to talk.
I'm joking. Go ahead.
You've been talking the whole fucking show, bro. Fuck me. Anyways, my week was good. Thanks for wondering, Kenny. Just symbolically eliminate me from the show. That's cool. Fuck me. Omit me. Yeah, man. So last week I took a drive up to Ukiah, which was pretty cool. It was good to spend some time in the car, reflect, listen to some different music. Took some recommendations from different folks. Ventured out of my hip-hop zone. Got some EDM recommendations, some weirdo fucking alt music recommendations. So it was cool to just kind of get out of my zone. I was knocking the new Larry June album, which was pretty cool, too, in the Bay. Yeah, Andre 3K got a flute album dropping tomorrow, which everyone across genres is, weirdly excited about. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I say genre every time, and you still fucking amazed, bro. Let it go. Grow up, man. Take it serious. This is serious. Even if my enunciation is not serious, my content is serious. I know. I'm just saying. I see you over there laughing. Fuck. I always say that. It's not new.
Is that a correct way
No, it's just how I say it. It's how I learned. That's how I read it.
I'm gonna keep it.
No, I just sounded it out, I think, and that's just how I said it.
Whenever I say Texas A&M, I always say Texas A&M. Like I say Tex.
I mean, I say Tamu.
I always say Tex A&M.
That's some gang.
People never notice because I say it so fast.
Get a poly to fight you.
But yeah, so I spent some good time up there in the mountains. Got off the grid. My buddy got a trailer out there with deer and bears and a pond, and it was pretty good to get off the grid for a day and a half. Venture out, have a couple brewskis, to see the whole coast up there, pretty much, which is cool. The Emerald Triangle, weed, wine, and hops. But yeah, outside of that, man, it's been a long week. I'm tired as fuck. Ready for this Thanksgiving 4-day weekend. Ready for fucking Black Friday to be over. Because after that, it'll pretty much just be downhill until fucking CES at the beginning of January. And then hopefully I'll get another dead period. And then there'll be Senior Bowl time. And then halftime. So it just keeps... I feel like after this, this is gonna be like calm before the storm, pretty much. All right, well, this is Touchdowns and Tangents. Thanks for listening. Catch us on your favorite podcast app, touchdownsandtangents.com. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to X Squad affiliates. We out. Peace.
Watch Purple Rain.